It's the Orioles on Macedon. We welcome you to Camden Yards. This is Game 3 of the 4-game set against the Tampa Bay Rays, as the Orioles will look to make it 2 in a row with a big win. Offense exploding last night. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome. And yes, we are at the Kids Corner. This is where all the youngsters get to come, not only before, after, but also during the game, and the parents get to come and sit and relax a little bit. Some of the things you get to do here: there is a jungle gym, there is the interactive tree house. This is the birdhouse where we are upstairs. And as a special added attraction tonight, look who's in the birdhouse. It is Michael Morning. Okay, great job.
Hey, sorry, man. I was in there playing. This place is awesome.
It is. The
kids
just
everywhere.
love it, don't they?
I'm telling you, hey, nothing better than hanging out in a treehouse, right?
I agree.
Kids are loving it. We got the slide right here.
The only thing better is that right behind us there are some seats for the adults, and there's been a BAR that has been added to the area, so the adults can also enjoy all of this. This is a great thing for the kids, and you don't miss any of the game because there are lots of seats and television sets on hand down there as well, where the kids are playing to get to watch the game.
This is what it's all about, isn't it?
I love it.
Right?
All right, let's talk a little bit baseball. How about the offense last night?
It was fun to watch. It's about time the Oriole offense came to life. I mean, my gosh, Jonathan Scope staying red hot. We talked a couple days ago. If you can get a couple of the bats hot in this lineup, good things are going to happen. And sure enough, Beckham at the top has had a nice run going right now. Of course, Adam Jones been consistent all year long, but Jonathan Scope is really stepping up, coming up with some huge hits. And it was nice to see him finally pass the baton and just keep going, man. Finally put some thump on somebody. Hopefully they can continue that process, and the confidence starts rising.
Yep, and for Cashner last night, obviously finally able to get some runs. Now Kevin Gosman, who's been in that same situation of not having much run support, will hope this will carry over tonight.
Exactly. I think this is a big confidence builder for the whole team. And even the last couple of nights, they've played pretty sound defense, which has really been a problem spot for them. I mean, it's nice to see, actually, this team. I think we've all been waiting for this team to really come together as a whole, you know, not stop. Hey, Bird.
Hey, Bird, what's up? How are you? I guess the bird gets out here in the playhouse, too. That's a very good idea. I like it. All right. That's going to do it. Great here. Kids Corner. We'll be back. Baseball coming up. We'll check the lineups here in just a minute. Brought to you by Southwest. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Early, beautiful night here at the ballpark. Our game time temperature brought to you by BGE Home. We know more, we do more. Summer day, it is 85 degrees here at game time. Some high clouds with a lot of blue sky as well. And fortunately, that humidity has dropped down. Here's the lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Kiermaier, Duffy, and Bowers. Cron, Wendell, and Robertson. Smith, Sucre, Adames. You got Matt Duffy this season. He's been their leader offensively as far as average is concerned, and the multi-hit games leading the team.
Yeah, let's take a look at Kevin Gausman's pitch arsenal this season. Got the good four-seam fastball. Throws it nearing 60% command. Obviously a key. But the split finger, if he can get ahead of these lefties in the lineup, and there are four, that split finger is going to come into play. It has been a huge put-away pitch for Kevin Gausman all season long. It's a matter of getting to it. So locating that fastball for Gausman, it seems like every night, most important thing, Caleb Joseph's got to keep him on the dish. Take a look at the rest of the numbers for Gausman. 4.58 earned run average, 117 innings of work with the 99 punch-outs. He's got around the 130 hits. Yeah, he's had a couple games where he's been getting hit hard. Matter of fact, this Tampa team, she's had up and down starts with. Attacked the career high number of hits on him this season. Opponents hitting 278 overall off Gausman. 20 home runs given up. He's got a 6-game streak going right now where he's given up a long ball.
For Gausman against this Rays team, he is 1-1 this year. Mike was talking about the high ERA. His ERA this year is 8.1 against Tampa Bay. Now lifetime he's 6-6 with a 4.13 earned run average. So a lot of chances. 17 appearances against this Tampa Bay Rays team. And as was true with Cashner last night, just trying to get out of a streak where the wins have been so few and far between. He got a win on July 1, but that is the only win he has had in a string of ball games going all the way back to May 11. So he really wants to try and get this thing turned around. So Kevin will make the start. Orioles will try and make it 2 in a row. Big win last night, 15-5, with the big explosion with the 8-run 7th inning in that ball game, led by Jonathan Scope, Danny Valencia, Joey Rickard, everybody contributing offensively last night. Here is Kiermaier to lead it off. Left-hander will take the first pitch inside, and we are underway on this Saturday night. Kevin's got a 222 lifetime average against Kevin Gausman. He has had 1 home run off the Orioles starter. Valencia's in at third base on the grass, and the pitch will be taken down low. Ball club that likes to run, they will bunt, trying to get on. You always have to be aware of that. They've got 3-4 guys in the lineup with enough speed to make that an effective tool for them. Kevin with a 2-0 delivery. Kiermaier will go to left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Little number down the line. He'll make the big turn. He's going to go for second base. Throw by Mancini there. He got him right on the money. And another out recorded on the base pass, and Kiermaier may be hurt. So Kiermaier still down.
What a play by Trey Mancini. Reminiscent of back when B.J. Surhoff used to cut the ball off down that right field line and throw a strike to second base. Great tag by Scope, putting it right in front. Take a look at Kiermaier. Looks like he might have rolled that ankle over or jammed it up a little bit. But an awesome throw by Mancini. I think that's his 8th outfield assist right now. And how about the superb tag right there? You talk about efficiency. Catching it and right to the front of the base.
Bill Cuzzy, second base umpire, with a call. No question. That was perfect. That was a great defensive play. This team, this Tampa Bay team, we talk about the Orioles making outs on the base paths, and they do way too often. This Tampa Bay team, they run themselves out of everything every game. It is amazing how many outs they make on the base paths. So we'll see if Kiermaier is going to be all right and whether he can get back in or not. That's a big play. So you get a leadoff single and then retired on the assist made by Scope on the tag. Mancini with the throw from the outfield, and a big defensive play to start the ball game. Here is Duffy. Duffy has had an 0 for 4 here in the first 2 games, and he is 0 for his last 14 at the plate. So the number 2 hitter really struggling right now. Gausman's pitch to him will miss. He has gone 2 for 4 lifetime against the Orioles starter.
Yeah, timing is everything. Duffy had been one of their most consistent offensive players.
That'll go towards third base. Danny Valencia on the scoop.
Nice play right there on the run. Last couple games, this Oriole defense has been looking pretty clean. Take a look at the outfield. Mancini, Jones, and Rickard. Of course, Mancini, that great play to start the ball game. Beckham and Scope turning 2 up the middle. Valencia getting another start at third base. Of course, popping out 3 hits will help that cause. Davis over at first, and Caleb Joseph doing the catching tonight.
Jonathan Scope, about playing it properly. I mean, we've talked so much about positioning and receiving a throw from the catcher or the outfield. So Mike was talking about. I mean, that glove was right down. You put it anywhere else, Kiermaier's probably in.
Right.
But he forced him to slide into the glove after the great throw was made, and you got the out.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that Bobby Dickerson, the Oriole infield coach, preaches on a daily basis is about fighting for position. When you make a tag, you do not have to come off the base. You got to lock in there and fight. Scope, one of the best in the business.
Pitch will be taken inside. Bowers has had a couple of hits, 8 at bats, 2 RBIs in this series, first 2 games. He's never faced Kevin Gausman before. Kevin's pitch will work inside. Jim Hoy, veteran umpire behind the plate in this ball game. Adam Hamari, Phil Cuzzy at second base, the crew chief, and Jansen Visconti down at third. Hoy probably will favor the hitters a little bit, but not much. Pretty straight up strike zone. Close calls, hitter will get an advantage if history holds true. And the count goes 3-1. Kevin's had some good defensive plays here, but he started this ball game working behind hitters.
Yeah,
to throw some pitches.
Yeah.
3-1 delivery on the way, and that is there for a strike. Had no intention of swinging on that one.
Yeah, you got to keep working. You know, Cashner, after yesterday's ball game, I thought he threw a pretty good ball game. He said he didn't have that command. He really had to fight through, but he made big pitches when he had to. And Gausman's made a couple big pitches. Of course, the defense helping him here early.
3-2, and he will walk him. Kevin has walked 31 in 118 innings, while he has struck out 99.
And take a look at Kevin Gausman's numbers versus the Rays. Last 2 seasons, 16 and 17. Wow, talk about domination. I mean, he was cutting them down. .55 earned run average, just a 174 batting average, and he was racking up some innings as well. This year, not so good. I mean, he's had one terrible start, lasted 2 2/3 innings where he gave up 7 runs. So that's going to jump the earned run average in a minute. And he had another one where we went a little deeper, but they hit him around, and at the time, the 11 hits was a career high. Of course, later on this year, it got beat. Philadelphia topped it at 12.
C.J. Cron up. Cron is the DH, and he hits in the cleanup spot. 1, he's got power. 2, he's got good numbers against Kevin Gausman. He's hitting a 5 for 15 with a home run lifetime off the Orioles starter. Runner at first base, inside out pop up. Davis over, and will not have room. That'll be a few rows back in the seats. Tampa Bay comes in 53 and 51, 2 above 500. Orioles finally got to the 30 win mark. They are 30 and 74. They continue to battle with Kansas City for the worst record in the majors and that first round draft pick, as they and Kansas City both have really struggled to get there. KC walloped the Yankees today. First game of a doubleheader. They beat them 10-5. Severino got battered around by the Royals. They're playing another one tonight. A breaking ball will be taken outside, and a 96-mile-an-hour pitch takes the count to 1-2 on Cron. Cron's not had a hit yet in this series. First 2 games he has gone 0 for 4. Cron, though, a couple of home runs and 9 RBIs against the Orioles this year. Great pitch down and away. Gets the strikeout, the defensive help. Mancini's throw to get the runner at second. He's now third in assists in the outfield. course. They prefer to use guys who can't pitch. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Orioles, brought to you by Southwest. Low fares, nothing to hide. Just kidding. That's transparency. It'll be Beckham, Scope, and Jones, Trumbo, Davis, and Valencia, Mancini, Rickard, and Joseph. Danny, big year against the Rays.
And let's take a look at the Rays opener tonight. Ryan Stanek, let's take a look at his pitch arsenal. Four-seam fastball, uses it about 60% of the time. Why not? He can rush it up there about 100 miles an hour, averaging 98. A power slider to go along with it. Everything hard coming out of Stanek's hand. And he has been the opener for this team. 14 times he's done it.
And again, we distinguish for you on this ball club. Yeah. Openers are guys who start who aren't starters. Bullpen guys are guys who start who are really bullpen guys, and then there's one starter, Chris Archer.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it right now.
And Stanek will he's topped out 2 innings in this role. 40 pitches are the most, but typically just 1-inning stints and come in blowing some cheese, and then you go to the long relief.
Voted in the organization over the years as having the best fastball within the organization, voted by Baseball America. That was true again last year for him. He has not had a lot of major league experience coming into the year, just 21 games and a 5.85 ERA. That ball will be fouled, a backhand out of play. Tim Beckham is 0 for 1 against him.
There's that big fastball, 98 miles an hour. Looked like it was running up and in on Beckham as well. It'll get on you quick.
Now he's making his second start in a 4-game span and pitching for the 5th time in 8 days. Yeah, that's the way things go here with this pitching staff for the Rays. 2 ball, 1 strike count, and the pitch will ride inside on him, and it'll go to 3-1.
And I guess when you look at his numbers in this role, as the Rays have kind of been forced into this type of pitching situation, pretty good.
Yeah.
And you can really start the game off on the right note, and you hope your offense can put a run up or two, and it's kind of set the tone for the ball game.
3 ball, 1 strike count. Stanek's over the top pitch. Beckham helped him out a little bit. Pitch that was up high, and the count will be 3-2.
Well, that's going to be one of his put away pitches. Obviously, he can probably bury that slider. Lefties are going to see that split finger, but when you're rushing 98 up at the top of the zone, wow, is it tough to get on top of it. You almost have to start at the top of the strike zone with a flat bat up there. Try to put it in play.
And that's his average fastball, 98, the average. 3-2 delivery on the way, and he'll walk the leadoff batter. So Beckham with a good at bat.
Now we're talking about him as the opener, and how about a look at his numbers? 14 starts he's made, a 1.31 earned run average. Opponents hitting just 151. Hasn't given up a home run in his 14 openers. 27 punch outs and just the 8 walks. Pretty impressive numbers right there. 12 of his 14 appearances have been scoreless.
So now with the leadoff man on Beckham, here's the Orioles red hot Jonathan Scope. Big series, picking up the 5-4-11, continuing to pound out the home runs. 10-game hit streak. He's hitting .378 during the streak. He's had at least 2 hits and a home run, 5 straight ball games, tying the American League mark by consecutive homers for a second baseman in Major League history. He gets another one today, and he'll pass Rogers Hornsby with 6 consecutive games for a homer by a second baseman. Right now, Stanek all over the place with these pitches. He'll miss outside there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, right. So you get a pitcher throwing 98, 99 miles an hour, and a little inconsistent with his command, obviously. So you just target up and out over the pitch you like. You make your box nice and small. Jonathan Scope, he has been cutting it loose in the strike zone, to say the least, here over the last couple weeks.
Pitch down low. Beckham will stay. Good stop made. Sucre doing the catching in the ball game. For these so-called openers, as they are called, they have used an opener now 24 times. Previous 23 games, the openers have gone 11 and 12 in the ball games for Kevin Cash. They've had the bullpen day, which is different. They've used that in 19 games this year, and then they have had actually some starters pitch, but injuries have really whittled that down. 2 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way, and that's going to be floated down the line. It'll stay up in the air, and a nice catch made Well, I tell you, Jake Bowers has made a couple of plays over the shoulder at first base where he's looked pretty good over there.
Oh yeah, very athletic. Now the Rays are not afraid to move guys around. They love versatile players. Bauer started the series in left field. You know, there's only a handful of guys that'll run out there to regular spots. Hechavarria will typically just play shortstop, but you know, the bulk of these guys can play everywhere on the field. We've seen Wendell start games at second base. He's now in the outfield today. He loves the versatility, the ability to move guys around.
You put the whole thing together and you think about this season for this Rays team. I mean, they're really redefining baseball. I mean, they're doing it with their pitching, and now they were the team where Joe Madden brought in the concept of the MVP, the most versatile player. Down to third base off the bat of Adam Jones. That'll be Duffy to Robertson over to first base, and that'll be that. So Stanek gives up a leadoff walk, but Fernand faces only 3. '15 and over will receive a Birdland Summer Garden Gnome presented by Ocean City, Maryland. And the kids run the bases presented by Weiss Markets. Tickets at Orioles.com.
Get
You
it.
need all that, you get a baseball. It's like driving a car. He's holding that like a steering wheel. Don't worry, I got it under control, Mom. We're golden. The kids, when we did the our open today out there in the kids' corner, that was great. I mean, they were having such a great time out there playing. It's a great play area. And they have these wonderful Adirondack chairs out there now so the parents can sit. And it's not closed off, but it's gated so you can watch and you know where the kids are. So they were great. We had a lot of extras. Want to thank all of them who jumped in and helped Mike come out from the treehouse.
We were filled up in there. We was that 20 kids in the
I didn't think you were going to come out. It was all the kids came piling up.
I know.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Gosman to Wendell. He'll go after the pitch down the line in left field. Trey Mancini racing over into the corner. That is going to be a foul ball. Right into the corner. And there's another fan forever for Trey.
I love you, Trey.
Love you, man.
Well, Wendell got into that one a little better, I think, than Mancini. Maybe Wayne Kirby thought. Trey was pulled in a little bit tighter. That ball goes off that left field wall.
Left-handed hitter starting in left field. 3 for 7 in the series. Wendell's got some power. 3-game hit streak coming into the ball game. He is 2 for 6 lifetime against the Orioles starter. Wendell's had a big year against the Orioles, hitting .395. Pitch will be taken outside. There's that turnover pitch. Kevin Gosman, of course, comes in with those reverse splits Buck Showalter talks about all the time. Left-handers only .256. Right-handers .294. A lot to do with the off-speed deliveries. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that one in the middle is a base hit. One thing we've seen in this series and on the year with this ball club, while Tampa Bay's offense may not be explosive, they don't miss mistakes.
No.
They've got a lineup of guys who can hit mistakes.
Yeah, they stay hard to the middle. They're not trying to overswing. Basically kind of taking what's given. Only 95 home runs this year. Chad Mottola and his Rays.
That'll bring Robertson to the plate. Runner on at first base, nobody out. Leadoff man on with a single in each of the first 2 innings. 0 for 3 in the ball game for Robertson, in the series rather. So we mentioned the average is up for the Rays. They're 5th, but because they don't hit home runs, they are 11th in runs scored. That's one of the larger differentials you'll ever see in baseball. Generally, average and runs scored are complementary. You could be 5 or 6 or 4 and 3 or something like that. But they are 5th in average and 11th in runs, but 13th in the league in homers. Robertson, 1-0 count, flip toss over. Pretty quick one right there. Let's take a look at our StatCast AI powered by AWS.
I see Robertson the bulk up the middle, but there is a subtle Oriole shift there. Jonathan Schoop patrolling at second base and shortstop side. The defensive shift percentage at 28.1.
Short lead at first. Wendell is one of those players you got to keep an eye on. This is a team that will run despite all the outs they make on the base paths. It has not slowed them down. They continue to be aggressive. He's 7 out of 10 stealing bases. Base stealers 6 for 8 with Gausman on the mound. Runner not going. Slider's going to miss outside. And Kevin needs to kind of correct this one. These hitters still are hitting in hitters counts early, very early, obviously, but he's fallen behind all the hitters here to start the ball game.
Yeah, strike one so important. Man, oh man, you get Robertson 2-0.
Down to third. Danny Valencia was in. He waits for Schoop. There's one and there's two.
Now the Oriole defense, and we talked about it last few ball games, been looking pretty clean. Hard hit ball, but Danny Valencia in the perfect spot. It's a little foot action, and you look at where he keeps his glove right down there on the grass. I mean, that's a worm burner, and he is ready for it. Prepared. Nice smooth transfer. A little hesitation to wait for Schoop to get to second base. And of course, you get it in Scope's hands, and it's cleaned up.
Good work. Valencia a little harder for him in that play because he was in on the grass, so that ball got to him in a hurry.
Sure did.
So 2 down. A couple double plays already turned by the Orioles. Mallex Smith up. Smith with a 1 for 5, making a lot of outs on the base paths here in this series. He has gone 3 for 12 lifetime against Kevin Gausman. 1-0 delivery to him. Smith up the middle, just over the glove. That's a base hit. So again, they go to the middle just as Wendell did to lead off the inning. And Smith is on with a 2-out single. Well, caption this. You can check out @Masson Orioles on Instagram and provide your best caption for this photo for a chance to win a signed bat from Adam Jones. Brought to you by Antwerpen Toyota. Get in the game this season with a new Toyota from Antwerpen Toyota. 2 down, 1 on. 3 hits in the ball game. Jesus Sucre getting the start behind the plate. He's 2 for 6 off Gausman. He'll lift it to the gap, right center field. That could be a problem. It's going to fall in. The runner is going. Mallex Smith will bring it on home. Play at the plate. Throw is there, not in time. A double and an RBI by Sucre, and a 1-0 lead.
All right, Sucre pushing that ball in that right center field gap. And it looked like Adam Jones had a beat on it for a second, but when a righty gets inside a baseball and goes that way, it pushes away from the center fielder. And you see it just working. Ends up being about 20 feet away from Adam Jones at the end. You get that type of speed at first base. And pretty good relay. Jones getting it back into Jonathan Schoop. And if you want any cutoff man out there, it is Schoop. But the speed wins, and the Rays on the board.
14 RBIs for Sucre. And now another runner in scoring position. Adames is getting the start in the 9-hole. Shortstop will take the pitch down low. His first outing against Gausman. Adames 250 average this year against the Orioles, with the 1-for-4 that he has put up in this series. And a breaking ball, and again falling behind on the count here, 2-0.
Yeah. How about that? 15 balls, only 14 strikes for Kevin Gausman to start this game off. Gotta get into that strike zone.
He's had 3 first pitch strikes of the 8 hitters so far. 2-0 delivery on the way. Couldn't get around on a good pitch down and fouled off the other way. Looking for heat, and he got it.
Oh, good fastball, 95 miles an hour. Good movement down there around the knees.
Tampa Bay's had 2 different games with runners in scoring position in the first 2 of this series. They went 5 for 11 in game 1. They went 0 for 11 last night. And we'll see what tonight has in store. Came inside, he was looking away, pulled the hands back, and it'll miss. And a 3-ball, 1-strike count.
A good pitch. I was talking to Caleb Joseph the other day just about some fastball command things, and he's getting a little frustrated, like most, just about when he calls for fastballs in. At times, seems like the fastball leaks over the plate, and his frustration is if you're going to call for a pitch in, make sure you'd rather miss in off the plate than on the plate. And you know, at times we've seen that happen. Kevin Gausman has had inconsistencies with that fastball command. Glove side, especially when he tries to jam it in on a lefty, tends to leak back over. So he's a little more focused to execute these pitches.
So a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Sucre, not a fast runner, on at second base, gets a big secondary lead. Adames with a 3-2 and 2 down, and he'll take that down the line in right field, headed over into the corner. Ooh-ah. That'll be a foul ball, but he got some pretty good length out of that. That was right down there on the edge of the seats, heading towards that hidden area over there by the maintenance door.
Yeah, always trouble down there.
Fans don't get many baseballs down in that section of the ballpark. They got one there. And a 3-ball, 2-strike count for a second time around. Adames hitting only a .194 with runners in scoring position this season. Orioles turning a big double play in this inning after Wendell had let it off with a single. And Adames will go down swinging. So Gausman, a couple of strikeouts, but a run in, 3 hits, 1 left on base. There's the seats we were talking about out there in the kids' corner. Every Orioles home run hit tonight. Play Home Run Rich's Scratch House, win up to $50,000 or enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game. Go to mdlottery.com/homerun. Travis, good luck. Orioles have been pounding out some homers. In fact, in this season series now, the Orioles have out-homered the Rays 20-8. 20-8 in the 11 games played. Speaking of play,
That's a great slide. I ended up going down.
You did a good job.
I was waiting for you too.
Yeah.
And then I saw you take the stairs.
I did take the stairs. Yeah. My knees learned a long time ago.
Smart knees.
Yes. Here's Mark Trumbo. Trumbo has picked up one hit here in the series so far, 1 for 7. 1-0 lead. Stanek, how many will he throw in the ball game? Maybe a couple of innings, maybe 3. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that'll be taken outside. The Orioles with a couple of double plays each of the first 2 innings. They are 3rd in the majors in double plays turned. They've got 106 entering today. They've turned 2 more. The Angels lead with 114 double plays turned. 2-0 pitch on the way off the end of the bat. That'll go to center. Kiermaier is there to put it away, and Trumbo, cleanup batter, is retired. As you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. Here's Chris. Home run in the series. Couple hits against Tampa Bay. Ball club in which he has had 30 home runs against in his career. 2 for 7 with one of those home runs here in the first 2 games of this one. He is 0 for 2 off Stanek. Right-hander's delivery will be taken up high for a ball. Stanek just turned 27 years old, out of Kansas City. St. Louis, rather. I'm sorry. Out of St. Louis, Missouri. He is named after Ryne Sandberg. The irony there being, of course, he comes from a city that's perhaps the key opponent of the Chicago Cubs, the St. Louis Cardinals.
Right.
And the family was actually currently Cardinal fans, but they liked Ryne Sandberg enough to name their son after him. Went to the University of Arkansas, played college baseball. 2-0 delivery on the way. He struggled like Gausman has with the strike zone here early on. 3-0.
Yeah, trying to harness that big fastball, and the Crusher in a good situation right here. We've got to get that green light. I'd like to see the Crusher get into a 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
3-0 delivery on the way. Shift on, of course. That'll be the strike called. Take a look at our Coons League leaderboard, brought to you by Coons. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
Now Yankees going after that home run record, but how about there at the bottom? The Orioles having a great month of July, thanks Jonathan Schoop, obviously. 29 home runs they've hit. Schoop pacing the O's with the 8, but Davis has 4 home runs as he chases that low fastball at 98. Trumbo 4 home runs this month, and even Tim Beckham starting to heat up at the top with 3.
Giancarlo Stanton homered for the Yankees today in the first game of the doubleheader that they lost 10-5. They are getting ready, or have already started, the second game against the Royals. Davis, 3-ball, 2-strike delivery to him, and he'll walk him. So the second walk surrendered by Stanek comes with 1 away here in the second inning, and we will get the bullpen ready. Beeks, who just joined the ball club when they came to Baltimore, the warm-up action, the first one in the ball game. So Stanek will get a chance to get through this inning, but if he gets into any more trouble here, he will be pulled out of the ball game. Speaking of hot bats, here's Danny Valencia coming up. One down, runner on at first base. Danny's taking all the way for his strike.
Now take a look at some of these numbers. Valencia's been putting up. The 5-game hit streak's been pretty impressive. 9 for 20, and last night 3 for 4, and all those hits coming to right field, picking up an RBI and a run. 18 multi-hit games this season. How about that 424 average with a couple homers versus the Rays this year? And since the start of 2017, a 500 batting average versus the Rays. My goodness, that's a huge number locked in.
Danny Valencia getting the start at third base. Valencia with 7 RBIs against the Rays this year. A couple of home runs against them this year, and 10 in his career. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery. Stanek over the top. That'll go off the mask and foul. That one really got a piece of Sucre on the way by, and rebounded all the way to the screen on the fly.
Wow, 99-mile-an-hour fastball fouled straight back. Yeah, Sucre catching a piece of that one.
So 1-2 count. Danny Valencia to be followed by Trey Mancini. Davis short lead at first with Bowers holding. 1-2 delivery on the way, and that's that high heat that's tough to lay off.
Yeah, almost impossible to get that one. 99 miles an hour up and out of the strike zone. Yeah, really hard with that extra heat on the fastball. Of course, the margin for error a little bit bigger when you're throwing 99 miles an hour, and at times you get the expansion of the zone. But man, oh man, getting on top of that one, nearly impossible.
So it'll be Trey Mancini gets a nice hand since it is his bobblehead night. Mancini, couple of hits, 7 at bats in the series. Stanek's delivery again at a lot of heat there, this time at 89. I mean, that's an off-speed pitch for him.
Yeah, that's the power slider. Everything hard out of his hand. Located that one very well.
Trey's gone 1 for 3 off Stanek. Davis off first base, 2 down. The 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball will be outside to him. Against the Orioles this year for Stanek, game number 4. He's worked 3 2/3 innings, a run on a hit coming into this ball game. Lifetime, it's game number 6. He's only worked 5 2/3 against the Orioles prior to tonight with a run on 2 hits. 1-1 strike delivery on the way. 98 will lean you back in a hurry. 2-1. Trey had an opportunity tonight to sign a lot of these.
Yeah.
Players were out signing autographs before the ball game, and of course all the fans who came in got their Trey Mancini bobbleheads and wanted him to sign it.
Yeah, well, Trey Mancini, a monster year, of course, last year, 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting. Really burst onto the scene. This year, some struggles, but certainly a fan favorite because just the fact that he wears his emotions out there. He cares so much, and the fans appreciate the effort Mancini puts in. There you go. Hit it to me. Boom, boom.
Pretty well diagrammed as to where you want that ball to go. And 2-2 strike count. Chris Davis with a walk on at first base still. 2-2 delivery in the air. Maybe he did. Way back in left field. It is at the wall. And goodbye home run. Trey Mancini on a bobblehead night did just what the young man wanted. He delivers the long ball, and the Orioles get a couple and a 2-1 lead.
Oh, yeah. And the fans getting what they came for. And the boom boom bobblehead, and of course the long ball by Trey Mancini. Like to see that. Boy, what a swing to get to that pitch on the inside corner. Smiles all over the place as the Oriole bats start to heat up. Boom boom picking up his 13th home run. He missed the target, but he hit you a home run, son.
As close as he could get, and he got a lot of that one. 3rd home run hit off Stanek this year. That ball's in the air to left field. That ball is hit deep. Joey Rickard. Hey, goodbye home run. Not only back-to-back home runs, but on back-to-back pitches. And Rickard continues hot. He had a bases loaded, bases clearing double last night, and he starts tonight with a dinger, and it's 3-1.
Oh, some big swings right there. And the Orioles, of course, offense sparked last night by an error by the Rays shortstop. Tonight sparked by a Davis base on balls. Boom boom Mancini with a 2-run home run, and Rickard following up with the solo shot. And the Oriole offense staying hot.
So Joey Rickard gets number 6, his 14th RBI, and a lot of smiles over there. And the pitch will be taken for a strike by Caleb Joseph. 2 in a row for the Orioles.
Let's take a look at boom boom swing first. This pitch working inside. Oh my goodness, look at how he pulls those hands inside. Amazing how he can get to that pitch.
That'll be away.
And Joey Rickard, well, you know, somebody's looking for that first pitch fastball up and out over, and he squares it up. And oh yeah, Castor loves the long ball. He loved the support he got last night, and boom boom, all smiles.
Hadn't even had time to stop celebrating his home run before he had to help celebrate another one. For the Orioles, their 7th back-to-back home runs of the year. Last time they did it, Trey Mancini was involved in it with Jake Peterson. And that was on July 13 against Philadelphia. So back-to-back homers for the Orioles, and 3 runs in here in the second inning. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Caleb Joseph. And what a night to be our Maryland lottery contestant, Travis Shepard. $500 each for the home runs hit by Mancini and Joey Rickard.
Well, always a good sign when the lower part of the order starts contributing. Caleb Joseph's been red hot for the Orioles here recently, and that's a huge part of turning over this lineup.
The Orioles now with the Joey Rickard. We talked about seasons against Tampa Bay. How about Rickard's? Rickard's hitting over 330 against the Rays this year. He's had 3 home runs and 9 RBIs this year against them.
Man,
he's got a number going against Tampa Bay. Caleb Joseph, bases empty, 1-2 delivery on the way. Little check swing. Stanek off the mound. He'll make the underhand flip to Bowers. That'll do it in the inning. But for the Orioles, they get 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left for Trey Mancini. This is number 13. Joey Rickard follows it up with number 6, and the Orioles up by 2. Friday, August 10 through August 12. On Sunday the 12th, all fans 14 and under going to receive an Orioles retro talking alarm clock presented by United Concordia Dental and featuring Joe Angel with a wake-up call. For tickets, go to Orioles.com. Big explosive inning for the Orioles. Trey Mancini picking up a couple of RBIs. He's got 29 on the year now. Joey Rickard having a season for himself against Tampa Bay with his 6th home run of the year, and half of those have come against the Rays. That ball in the air to right field off Gausman. That one is hit deep by Kiermaier, and goodbye home run. Mercy. Going to be one of those kind of nights. Kiermaier leading it off here in the 3rd inning. Had a single his first time up. He gets a dinger. And the Rays move back to within 1.
Wow. Yeah, Orioles put some runs on the board looking for that shutdown inning. And first pitch, it's an off-speed pitch. Looks like a little slider, get me over version. Center cut. And Kiermaier gets that front foot down, and boy, does he backleg that one. Sees it well, stays behind it. Picking up his 4th long ball of the season.
First one he's had against the Orioles this year. And the pitch will be taken inside. And that will be home run number 21 delivered by Gausman this season, as a number of the Oriole pitchers to continue to struggle with that long ball. Matt Duffy will go after one and foul it back. He grounded out his first time up. Kiermaier with his career 8th home run against the Orioles. 4 of those have been hit here in this ballpark, and their center fielder makes it a 3-2 ball game. Duffy to be followed by Bowers, top of the order. And Duffy will foul it back, stands in, not having had a hit in his last 15 times to the plate. and only 1 for his last 22.
It's tough. And you try to do little things, and we saw Duffy actually help his team win the other night when he got the base runner over.
And that one will be played on the underhand, and Duffy is retired. 1 down here in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, good pitch right there by Kevin Gosman. Nice little breaking ball down at the bottom of the zone.
That'll bring Bauer to the plate, their number 3 hitter at first base. He drew a walk, the only one issued so far by Kevin Gosman. Jake Bauer, Newport Beach, California, veteran. Veteran of the minors, not of the majors. Only 22 years old, AAA ball last year, getting a shot with the ball club this year. Part of their rookie development program. He has played left field, first base, right field, number of times. We were talking about earlier versatility of him, and he's at first base in this ball game.
Yeah, I think Tampa kind of tests young players. Hey, you want to make it to big leagues, you got to learn how to play some other positions, and a lot of times you can tell the makeup of a guy if they want to take hold of that and work on making themselves better or not.
Yep. Pitch will be taken on the inside corner for a strike, and a 2-ball 1 strike count. Bauer's the lefty.
You see where the bulk of his hits come. Over there at second base and up the middle. Scope and Beckham patrol in that area.
That's why the shift is on, and he will foul that back over the screen. So Kevin Gosman evens up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now they'll move out of the shift, putting Beckham back on the other side of second. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that will just miss outside. So another full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes from Kevin. 3rd inning has been his toughest this year. He has given up 17 3rd inning runs on the season. Coming in, he's given up 1 here, and a swing and a miss located at 97.
The best fastball of the night, 97 miles an hour. A little frustration right there by Bauer, but pretty good movement, cutting across the plate. Taking chances though at times, leaving it in the middle. Caleb Joseph wanting it on that inner 3rd. And boy, every time he tries to get one in there, it does a lot, maybe too much run action.
2 down. Kiermaier, the home run to lead off the inning, his 2nd lifetime against Gosman, and a big swing and a miss by C.J. Cron. Cron, a strikeout victim, his first time to the plate. Tampa Bay, they are working on a 12-10 month of July. Orioles are 7-15. Ground ball into the shift, backhanded by Scope with that big arm. He gets it over there in a good stretch by Davis. Kiermaier, the leadoff homer, and it is a 3-2 Orioles lead. Well, it was State of the Orioles Day today, so season ticket holders got to hear from both Dan Duquette and Buck Showalter. They did a Q&A outside, and the players were out signing autographs, as you saw there, as part of that today. Did the kids care? No, not really. They just wanted to go climb. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Sunset time. Speaking of sunset, Stanek is out.
Yeah, Stanek's line 2 innings, and that's what he does as an opener. 2 hits, but the Orioles were able to get to him. A couple home runs by Mancini and Joey Rickard. Put 3 on the board. Only 36 pitches thrown, and he's going to give way to this Rays bullpen. Jalen Beeks coming out of the pen, just recalled here. 12.79 earned run average. Got the 5 punch outs, 4 walks, and he's 11 hits given up in his 6 1/3 innings. And that leads to the elevated batting average, 379 overall. And how about the lefties up to 571?
From the Red Sox organization, acquired in the deal that took place on Wednesday with Boston, Eovaldi. And so Beeks gets a chance. He's a left-hander who's done well in the Red Sox organization. In fact, he was their minor league pitcher of the year last year. 5-2 with a 2.89 ERA this year at AAA. Pitch taken outside, so Rays really hope they've garnered a pretty good pickup. Someone who might be a starter or usable out of the pen. They'll see how that goes. He's got a fastball, low 90s, a cutter, curveball, changeup. Pretty good control over his minor league seasons. So they'll get a chance to look at him here, as will Tim Beckham.
Yeah, not the overpowering velocity, but the pitchability. Really the key. He knows how to mix pitches up. He knows how to keep hitters off balance. That's what the Rays are excited about.
3-0 delivery on the way, taken, and he walks him. So first batter faced, he did not get a strike into Beckham. Hey, listen up, Birdland. Dunkin' Donuts has the perfect way to celebrate O's game day. Dunkin' Donuts perk members receive medium hot or ice cold coffee for 99 cents. Orioles home game days, June through August. Your Dunkin' Donuts is only a short stop away. So the Orioles have had the leadoff man on all 3 innings, and all 3 times it's been a walk. You don't see that very often. No, but we have seen more selectivity from this Oriole offense here recently, especially in obviously last night's ball game, not expanding the zone. And boy, all year long we've talked about that. Really the Orioles' problem. The inability to really harness their strike zone, just expanding, chasing too many pitches. Jonathan Schoop said it last night. The reason he's having so much success, he's swinging at strikes. He's not missing them right now. Schoop 0-1. Popped out. Fine play made at first base by Jake Bowers in foul territory to get him out of there. Along with all the big numbers offensively, Schoop continues to go without a walk. I think he's up to, what did he have last night? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 6 at bats last night. I think he's up to 90 now without a walk. Consecutive plate appearances. Jonathan's not about walking. Ground ball goes into the shift, second baseman. And they'll get 2. Robertson, who'd moved over, able to make the play. And there are 2 down. That'll bring Adam Jones up to the plate. Adam got 1 last night.
Adam Jones getting into a home run. Been a while since he'd hit that home run. But man, oh man, has he put up some serious numbers against the Rays in his career. How about first with 188 hits? This is major league ranking. 296 total bases against this Rays team. That's first as well. Second in doubles. Third in home runs with 25, and third in RBI. That is doing some damage against the team. And Adam Jones did some last night.
Pitch will be taken. Both teams turning some double plays in this ball game. That one eliminating Beckham with a leadoff walk. Adam had gone 41 straight games without a home run prior to the one he got last night. It was the longest stretch in a season since the 30 straight games that he went through back in 2008. So Adam got that one out of the way with his 11th of the year. 1-1 delivery on the way, swing and a miss. That one fell off the table. Speaks put that one started at the knees and ended up almost bouncing off the plate.
Yeah, looked like a pretty good change right there. He's got a good arm cell, and he's got all the pitches. He's got for 4 pitches. He'll work a little of a slider, hybrid cutter pitch.
That should be taken inside. Jalen Beeks out of Fayetteville, Arkansas. He is 25 years old, so relatively young pitcher, working his way up through the Red Sox organization, selected in the 12th round of the 2014 draft. Ground ball down to third is a fair ball. Duffy, and a good pick over at first base on the help. So only 3 up in the inning, and they're retired. Oh, Ford, Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Beautiful sunset. About time. We've seen nothing but clouds going by for this entire week with rain delays and rain outs.
He's excited to wear their shirts.
Yeah. Well, that's the answer. If they'd have worn those earlier more often, then things would have been okay, because they are good luck shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing to compare as far as dress is concerned with those magnificent Orioles Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, always sunny when you're wearing those.
Exactly. Wendell will take the pitch. It is in there for a strike. Wendell, a base hit his first time up. Top of the 4th inning, a 3-2 ball game. RBI is picked up by Sucre on a double. Home run Kiermaier for the Rays. The Orioles using the home runs. Mancini a 2 RBI homer, and a back-to-back shot by Joey Ricketts solo. And leaning in, not quite. Oh, now falls down. That's okay. I got it. I still got it. Good play.
All about getting dirty, Danny. Nice job. Beautiful play, actually, finding this ball against the rail. Made a beautiful play in last night's ball game. And how about there, reaching over into the camera well. Oh, and then gets the spike hung up.
Better to fall then than before. Good play by Danny Valencia. One down. So Wendell retired. Danny's had a couple of nice plays at third base already. Robertson hit into a double play his first time up. Kevin Gausman working on a lead here of a run. Runners on every inning so far for the Rays, but at least in this inning they get the leadoff man, and the pitch will be taken inside. Kevin has had some problems with that, retiring only 60% of leadoff batters. You really want to get that up there around 70. .2-0 delivery on the way, and that'll miss outside for a ball. Well, I promised my grandson I'd congratulate him on the air, so he's listening up there in Vermont. My grandson Giovanni, his team in Burlington, Vermont, is going to the championship game for the state Little League Championship tomorrow. They came back 2-1 for a victory today. They had to win 3 games in a row. They won 2 of them, and if they win tomorrow, they move on to the Little League Regional World Series.
Oh, exciting.
Way to go, Gio. So a runner on at first base. One down. Kevin Gausman. A couple of walks in the ball game. Malik Smith He's had a base hit scored in the second inning on the Sucre double. Again, Danny Valencia's in at third. And the pitch is at the knees for a strike.
Good fastball right there. See the middle infielders shortened up a little bit as well. Valencia sucked in there on the grass. It's all about the speed, and if they want to double up Smith, they're going to have to shorten up a little bit for a hard hit ball.
Robertson, a couple of stolen bases, 2 for 4, not a base stealer. Pitch will be taken away for a ball. Alex Smith looking down the third, whether or not a hit and run might be on. Now they play him to go the other way. Got a left-handed hitter, but see where the infield is shaded the other way, and so is the outfield, really more straight up than you'd see against most left-handers. That pitch is going to be inside.
Well, we saw Gausman in his last start all of a sudden just lose command. Didn't have a feel for a split finger. Walked 3 batters in a row, 7, 8, 9 batters at that. So Kevin, hopefully doesn't get into that little rut, finds the ability to make those in-game adjustments, but he has been inconsistent here at the beginning part of this ball game.
2-1 delivery on the way. Smith, who does not get cheated, as we've said on these swings, doesn't there either, and the count will go to 2-2.
Well, the good news, he didn't fall down on that swing. He's been on his backside a couple times. That hefty cut.
So a 2-ball 2-strike count. He is 4 for 13 lifetime off Kevin Gausman. And he'll put that one in the air towards center, coming hard, and Jones plenty of time to get there. Runner back, and there are 2 down. Well, the Game of Thrones returns to Oriole Park on Tuesday, August 14. Choose between 2 special ticket packages, both options including a Game of Thrones Kevin Gausman bobblehead. You can learn more about each special ticket package and purchase today at Orioles.com/Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Kind of scary. Runner on at first with 2 away. And the pitch will be taken for a strike.
I think baseball's kind of got to get back into that Game of Thrones mentality as far as understanding the importance of a run. Bring back the breaking up double plays. Bring back the running over a catcher if he's blocking the plate. I mean, that's what the game's all about, right? And there's an art to blocking the plate. There's an art to turning double plays when a guy's trying to take you out. And I mean, I know fans used to love that kind of excitement in ball games. So a little Game of Thrones action, in my mind, anyway.
Not going to happen.
No,
and I agree with you. It's not going to happen. 1-ball 1-strike delivery on the way. You know who's not going to let it happen? The players.
Yeah.
This is about making money. This is about playing, about not getting hurt. And the players are never going to go back to a game where there was any kind of a risk involved that they can take out of the game. Not going to happen. That's just me. 1-ball 2-strike delivery on the way, and that's going to be a base hit. That's gotten into Sucre. He's had a double and a single, and now runners on at first and second base here in the 4th inning with 2 down.
A couple good swings, and of course he came in and finished up the ball game on the bump last night, pitching and catching today, and a couple base hits. So you talk about a versatile player.
Pitches again. I'll go down and take him off the mound. There are 2 down, runners on at first and second base. Here's Gomez, another non-pitcher who pitched. Adames up, strikeout victim, his first time up. Number 9 hitter, runners on at first and second base. Looking for a 2-out RBI, and the pitch is going to be taken inside for a ball. So Gausman's really had to work in the ball game. They've had somebody on every inning. They had the leadoff man on in the first 3. Now they've got 2 on here in the 4th inning with 2 down. 1-0 delivery on the way, and a slider that's going to miss outside. Kevin living on the razor's edge here in this ball game, getting it done though, but it's not been easy.
Right, finding a way, but unfortunately the pitch count just starts creeping up there, and not even into the 5th inning. 64 pitches.
Gets him to go after the 95 up high. Second chance for the Rays. Runner in scoring position, 0 for 1 in the ball game. They've left 2 on base. They've got 2 out there now. Robertson, the lead runner. Sucre on at first. Robertson with some speed. Sucre does not. 2-1 delivery. Adames will check. Did he go? Yep. Adam Hamari down there at first base and evens it up.
A couple good fastballs from Kevin Gausman up to the top of the strike zone. One swing through and then a check swing to get right back into the count.
So Willie Adames will work with a 2-2 and 2 down. And we'll take it full. So a 3-ball 2-strike count. Out of the Dominican Republic. Been around with the organization 2013. Another one of those young players. Came over in the Detroit Tigers in a deal back in 2014. 3-2 delivery on the way and a swing and a miss and got him. So another big strikeout as Kevin finds a way. He's got 4 Ks, 1 hit, 2 left on base. Orioles up by 1. But not great state. Clint Fraser sidelined indefinitely, concussion. Other prospects of such ilk ready to fill the Aaron Judge void not there. So for the weekend at least one solution. Neil Walker. He is playing first base game 2 of the doubleheader. He's had a sac fly. Chris Sale, Red Sox. Look at this, 1 or no runs, 6 straight. ERA .23. Leading the majors. Ks per 9. Opponent batting average and OPS. And the Blue Jays are going to promote Vladimir Guerrero Jr., top prospect. He'll go to the Buffalo Bisons Tuesday, moving up from AA to AAA. Great numbers, obviously, in New Hampshire with the Fisher Cats, hitting over 400. He's considered the #1 prospect in all of baseball. He'll be at the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. He's there now with his dad going into the Hall for the weekend, and then he'll go to Buffalo to start his AAA experience.
Well, I think that's dominating a league, right? 400 in AA.
They'll probably do it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was something. Even when we saw him in spring training a couple of times, it was like he stands, just jumps out at you.
Yeah.
Someone really talented.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that feel, that look.
That ball will go down the line hard. Trumbo flied out to center field his first time up. Davis and then Valencia will be due up. Left-hander Beeks on the mound, coming out of the bullpen with a repertoire. Will try and give him some substance lengthwise here in the middle part of the game. Ground ball, broken bat, second base. Robertson. One away here in the 4th inning. Our PNC Minor League Insights brought to you by PNC. No better time to act than today. PNC, make today the day.
Okay, so the Orioles make some big trades. Obviously losing Manny Machado and Zach Britton but they had a pretty good haul, to say the least. How about this? Jumping right up to the top in the prospects rankings in the Oriole organization. Diaz, #1 now, playing down in AA Bowie. Dylan Tate, the 6th rated prospect. He's pitching down in AA. Kremer, right-handed pitcher. Kremer, he's a 13 prospect. Cody Carroll is pitching in AAA right now and busting 99, 100 miles an hour. #14, and Ryland Bannon jumping up at #20 prospects. So I think that's a great haul. Some good young prospects, and we're going to see a few of them in September, maybe even sooner.
Yep.
So I start working the younger players in.
Chris Davis to a walk his first time up, scored on the home run by Trey Mancini. 1 down, nobody on for Davis against this left-hander. 2-1 delivery, and the breaking ball is going to miss. Infield shaded, of course, as they always are. Beeks trying to keep away from that power zone against Chris Davis, and we'll go up high and walk him. Wanted nothing to do with him. So Beeks surrenders the walk. Second picked up by Davis, and here's Danny Valencia.
How about Danny Valencia's red hot bat? Big reason why he's starting to use the other field, especially against right-handed pitching. 3 hits to the opposite field. The day before, he had picked up a base hit to the opposite field. How about most opposite field hits this season? The Rays leading the way. We talked about Malik Smith nearing 40% of his hits go the opposite way. Duffy does it as well, and they're the Orioles on the list. We give them knocks sometimes about not using the whole field, but 200 hits going the opposite way. Pretty impressive. 5th most in baseball.
Our Maryland Live Casino inside the numbers. Pitch will dance him across the plate, and ball 1 on Valencia. So Valencia, strikeout victim his first time up. He'll get it where he likes it. The left-hander on the mound. 317 off left-handers and 231 off righties. He's had 6 of his 9 home runs against left-handers this year. And Danny will take the pitch down low. Beeks struggling with the strike zone now, and he falls behind 2-0. And that will bring a visit to the mound. Not liking what they're seeing here in the delivery. Kyle Snyder, the pitching coach, is on his way out.
Definitely got to be careful with Danny Valencia, the way he's been swinging the bat, and of course the monster numbers against lefties right now. Beeks being really careful. And at one point, I mean, the beauty of these cat and mouse games, and now Danny Valencia starting to prove that he can use the whole field. In his mind, he's thinking, all right, at some point they're going to be coming into the inner third, and that's when he's going to buggy whip them out of there and do some damage. I mean, pitchers have to make adjustments, teams sometimes. Valencia is showing consistency now, trying to break this shift, go the other way, and he'll break it in a big way if he gets the pitch he wants.
2-0 count on him. Only 1 down. Chris Davis held at first base by Jake Bowers. 2-0 delivery, and locates that one on the outside corner. At AAA ball this year for Beeks, when he was with Pawtucket, he had some outstanding numbers for them. The opponent batting average was 3rd lowest at .215. He was 5th in ERA, tied for 2nd in strikeouts, 2nd in WHIP. That was at AAA, and then comes back inside. So worked him outside, then works him inside. 2-2.
Yeah, pretty impressive. The ability to fade it away. Started on that outside corner looking like a strike, and Danny Valencia obviously trying to do some damage. You see where that 3rd pitch ended up on the pitch cast, down and away. So turning over the 2-seamer and then cutting the 4th pitch that works in about 6 or 8 inches.
2-2. And Danny will inside out that one into the seats for a souvenir. 2 teams will wrap it up tomorrow. Hope you'll join us for a Sunday day game. Dylan Bundy will be on the mound. 12:30 O's extra. 1 o'clock for the ball game on Masson 2. Again, the Rays waiting till after the ball game to announce the starter, as Kevin Cash will do that based on who he has to use tonight. Dylan will go for the Orioles. 2-2 deliveries down low. Nice block made by Sucre. And a full count, 3-2. So Valencia's worked him. Only 1 down with the infield at double play depth. 4.24 average for Danny against the Rays this year. and 306 lifetime. Full count. Runner not going. Reaching. That's going to go to right again. That's going to be a base hit. Malik Smith will get it in, and Valencia continues to do in this series what he has done more of than perhaps the entire rest of the year, and that's go to right.
You love it. And he actually took a shot at doing some damage, and then he worked the count full. Tough pitch here with 2 strikes, and he stays on it. Man, that is a great sign for Danny Valencia and the Orioles. Not trying to do too much here in the ball game. Fall behind with 2 strikes. You take what's given. And Valencia is looking sharp going the other way.
So the Orioles get their first chance with a runner in scoring position tonight. Trey Mancini, a home run, his 13th, good for 2. Came in the 2nd inning. Now he's got 2 on and 1 down. And he'll foul that one off the other way.
A good pass on the fastball there. Take a look at Mancini's home run. Statcast wise, 96.6 off the bat. It's a steep angle, 35 degrees and 395 away. Beautiful swing, and Mancini still wants to hit it in this hole here. Hit it to me, boom, boom.
Oh, 1 delivery on the way. Nasty pitch came down and in on him.
Well, that's that ability to mix that is in the scouting report. Fastball 91 miles an hour to start him off with, and then the slow hook 77 miles an hour. Talk about the ability to break rhythm. You get that much of a differential in pitch velocities, and you're doing your job.
0-2 count on Mancini. Davis off second. Valencia off first base. Beeks delivery. That's going to be a base hit. It'll fall in front of Smith. They're going to hold the runner. Malik Smith will hit the cutoff man. He was not very deep, and another opposite field hit. And the Orioles load the bases with 1 away.
Well, coming down to just battling with the 2 strikes, and how about it? Only 1 punch out here in this ball game. Breaking ball, a little bit of a mistake, but once again, Mancini's so good at pulling the hands inside. Keeps that barrel back and fights off a tough pitch that was working hard in there. And the Orioles threatening again with the bases loaded.
Joey Rickard last night with the sacks full delivered a big double in their big 7th inning. Cleared the bases with that 2-bagger. Now he's going to get another chance. He's already delivered a home run back-to-back with Trey Mancini in the 2nd inning. 1 for 2 with the bases loaded. That was last night that he got that 1. So the Orioles a chance to put some distance up here. They've got a 1-run lead. The infield will play in at first and third, an odd defensive arrangement. Robertson, the second baseman, on the shortstop side. And the first baseman, Jake Bowers, moves in halfway between first and second. That one down the line in right. That is a fair ball. That's going to score Davis. That'll score Valencia. May score 3. Mancini coming, and he scores. Consecutive ball games with bases loaded doubles for Joey Rickard, and the Orioles have a 6-2 lead.
Oh, wow. Has some great base running as well. Of course, once again, using right field, staying inside. Nice little cutter in there, working on the hands. Boy, this is commonplace now. The Orioles finding knocks going the other way, and this one with some big-time money on the end. 3 stakes. How about the read by Mancini? He wastes no time right there. 1 out on the board, and he knows there's outfield all over the place. It kicks away, and Mancini scoring all the way from first base. Great base running. Nice piece of hitting by Rickard.
So Joey Rickard with 3 RBIs last night. He's got 4 RBIs in this ball game with a homer and a double, and continues his onslaught against Tampa Bay on the year. Now that's 11 RBIs Rickard has had against the Rays. 1-0 delivery on the way, and that one's going to be fouled off the fists by Caleb Joseph.
And Beeks keeps trying to work that cutter in there. He's making some pretty good pitches. I mean, it hasn't been hard contact, but the Orioles doing enough right now, and finding some outfield grass and continuing to push runs across.
Rickard with 7 RBIs in the last 2 games. That's a career high for him. 2-game stretch. 1-1 delivery on the way. The Orioles picking up where they left off last night. The Orioles were 8 hits with the runner in scoring position last night. They were 8 for 16 after going 0 for 3 in the first game, and they're continuing to get that done here in this one. 2 ball 1 strike count. Hold the runner close. Robertson, the second baseman. That'll go to the hole. That's going to be a base hit. Rickard's going to be waved home. Up with the ball is Wendell. Here's the throw. It's a bouncer and a run in. Caleb Joseph with the RBI single, and it's 7-2.
Right, bottom of the lineup really starting to heat up. Caleb Joseph with a big knock driving in Rickard. Tough pitch here, down and in, borderline off the plate. He just takes the bat head to it. Talk about taking point A to point B. That's how you do it right there by Joseph, and of course stake on the end there with the hustling Joey Rickard.
So another big inning for the Orioles. They have picked up 3 singles, double, a walk. They have pushed 4 runs across in the inning. Caleb Joseph picking up the RBI. He stays hot. Caleb's got 11 batted in on the year. Still only 1 away. And Tim Beckham will take the pitch for a strike. 7th batter to hit for the Orioles here in the 4th inning. Beckham has drawn 2 walks, each time taken out on the front end of a double play. Well, the Orioles last night, they had the 8-run 7-hit 7th, and now tonight it's the 4th inning as they put 4 up so far. 1-1.
And I like the fact that each inning, the Orioles in this ball game led off with a base on balls, so showing some patience. Chris Davis really sparking a couple of the big innings. Leadoff walk in the 2nd, then ended up leading to 3, and then that leadoff walk in the 4th. And the Orioles haven't stopped yet.
Ground ball right back to the mound. Little low throw handled by Robertson, and a great pick at first base by Bauer. So they turn the double play, but the Orioles score 4. Rickard got 3 RBIs. 7-2 O's. Was had by a few. Clayton Kershaw, one of them. He had 3 walks and a hit Friday. The last pitcher, 3 walks and a hit in the game. You got to go all the way back to Whitey Ford in 1959. And for Lourdes Gurriel Jr., 9 straight multi-hit games. That's the longest streak in Blue Jays history. It was originally set by Tony Fernandez back in 1986. And for Jonathan Scope, the Orioles second baseman, 197 a batting average when July began. He's hitting .389 coming into the ball game for this month. He has lifted his average from 197 to 245.
Pretty impressive. Yeah, Scope pounding out 34 hits this month, and he's not done yet.
Well, as was true last night, Cashner was a pitcher who had very few runs scored for him. Orioles got him runs. Now Kevin Gausman's the benefactor. Kevin, in games started this year, while he's on the mound, the team has averaged only 2.25 runs while he's on the mound. And in the games he has started for full 9 innings, they've averaged only 3.46 runs per game. And they've already got 7 on the board here.
Yeah, I was a little surprised going over Gosman's numbers, and I know the Orioles have been struggling, given this rotation some runs.
Down the line, Trey Mancini giving chase, and it'll be fouled.
But the fact that Kevin's had 0 runs of support 6 times and 2 runs or less in 13 of his 20 starts. I mean, man, that's not much at all. And we talked last night just how much pressure that puts on a pitcher. The feeling he's got to just do so much.
Kevin Kiermaier, a home run off him, and a strike taken on the inside corner that Kevin will disagree with. He's delivered a homer and a single, 2 for 2 in the ball game. 5 hits, 10 at bats so far in the first 2 games. He's got a 4-game hit streak going. 1-2 delivery the other way, not hit hard. Danny Valencia will charge it, running throw, and got him. Danny's having a night over there at third base. Well, you can join fellow students, alumni, and supporters University Nights here at the ballpark. Fans purchasing a University Night ticket package get the unique Orioles cap featuring the participating school's colors and logo. Caps are limited. Be sure to reserve your seats now at Orioles.com/university. That'll bring Duffy up 0 for 2, couple of ground ball outs. The Orioles now have scored 22 runs so far in the last 2 games. That is a season high for the Orioles in a 2-game span. The previous was 20 runs scored in 2 games. And obviously a chance to add to that since we are only in the 5th inning of this ball game.
Yeah, well, this team's got to start getting greedy. Of course, Valencia slapping the ball all over the place. Jonathan Schoop, Adam Jones, Boom Boom Mancini having a great day on bobblehead day.
1-1 delivery on the way, will be up high. Duffy still in the over. He's not had a hit in his last 16 times to the plate. Defense pretty much straight up on him. 2-1 delivery. Gosman will miss down low. So Duffy gets ahead on the count. Been a tough month for him at the plate. And Duffy against the Orioles coming in pretty good year, sitting 280 off the O's. And he'll end it right here with a base hit. So that'll take care of the 0 for 0 for 16. That's gone. And a single here in the 5th inning with 1 down.
And that's how you relieve a little bit of stress right there. Clean single right back through the box for Duffy. And might even get a smile out of him.
It's like the 10-ton concrete block taken off your shoulders.
I'm telling you.
Start to get up there in those double-digit offers.
Oh, geez, you just gave me anxiety thinking about
Sorry. Here's Bowers. He has drawn a walk and he has struck out. 1 down and 1 on. Rays have 7 hits in the game. That's 1. And they got the 2. Where the Orioles turn into double plays, 3 of them in this ball game. Ram Doo-Off's brought to you by Ram Trucks. Experience the power and toughness of Ram at your local dealer. Or you can log on to ramtrucks.com to get to work. Guts, glory, Ram.
bobblehead night. So you know the good things are coming. Trey Mancini spending the afternoon signing those bobbleheads. And how about the way this game started? First batter, Kiermaier. Trey Mancini hustling down the line and throws a strike. 8th time he's thrown a base runner out on the base pass. First AB, how about a 2-run home run? Turning around a changeup. Nasty pitch. Of course, Mancini with a single as well in this game. Geico, 15 minutes. Could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
Jonathan Scope has popped out, hit into a double play. Second pitch to him will be taken up and away. Jalen Beeks stays on after getting roughed up. 4 runs, 4 hits in the 4th inning off the left-hander. Jonathan will take the pitch for a strike. That'll be on the inside corner. Jonathan is the first Oriole to have home runs 5 consecutive ball games since Chris Davis did it back in 2016. And looking to put up another one here in this ball game. He has been tagging them and extend the hit streak. His career high is 12. His season high hit streak right now is 10, and make it 11. And another hit the other way. Smith will come over to get it, and Jonathan's on with a base hit.
Yeah, I just love to see this. Staying inside the baseball. A tough pitch. I mean, this is an easy pitch to get a good look at and try to do some damage, but leading with the hand, staying inside the baseball. And there is so many knocks over there. The Orioles could pick up so many more. I mean, all teams do is shift against them. Looks like they're trying to pull the defense back around.
So a big 11-game hit streak for Jonathan Scope, and the Orioles get the leadoff man on. Orioles have had the leadoff man on in 4 of the 5 innings. Adam Jones hit into a double play, and he is grounded out. He'll go after the first pitch and foul it off at the plate. Orioles looking for back-to-back wins against this Rays ball club. Orioles are 5-6 against Tampa Bay on the year. 4-4 in games played here, as Buck Showalter's team looking for win number 8 here in the month of July. 0-1 the count. Adam goes after it. That'll be the other way, and that'll be foul into the seats. Jones has had a very good month of July as well. Not just the month of July, but the whole season. It is amazing that he continues to have the consistency that he does year after year. He'll be up around that 284 to 288 mark, and just kind of stays right around there. 0-2 count. That is a nasty pitch on the right-handers.
Yeah, everything working in there, and he has made some pretty good pitches. The Orioles have just had not much better ABs, but the slower hook, and Adam trying to catch it out in front. It just buries itself down there on the inner third, just swinging over the top.
Stanek started. Ryan Stanek, 3 runs, 2 hits in 2 innings. He walked 2, struck out 1. An opener, as they say. Non-starter starter. Same pitch will be taken down low, this time by Mark Trumbo. Trumbo 0 for 2. He has flied out and grounded out. Both teams putting up some hits, but the Orioles have been able to get them when they needed them most, with a chance to pick up RBIs. They have done that in the ball game. 1-0 delivery, and that'll bounce. Each team with 7 hits in the game. Orioles 7-7-0. 2-7-0 for the Rays. Joey Rickert with a 4 RBI ball game and a homer and a double. Count goes to 2-0. Beeks the look over, foul back. There'll be no play on that one. Another souvenir.
Good pass right there. 90-mile-an-hour straight fastball. Trumbo wanting to do some damage.
'25-year-old left-hander waiting for Mark Trumbo to get back in the batter's box. Delivery to him, and again that pitch down and in. at 87 that time, 2-2.
Yeah, you're trying to get over the top of that one and hook it, and it seems like it's got just enough finish where it's got under a couple of the hitters that have tried to do too much. We've seen these Jonathan Schoop, Valencia, and seeing he's just staying inside the baseball and forcing it over there.
That should be a base hit. It'll go into left field. So Trumbo delivers, and he joins the hit parade. Hit number 8 for the Orioles. Schoop will go to second, 2 on and 1 out. Wednesday was the inaugural Bark at Oriole Park. Oriole fans brought hundreds of their best furry friends to the game. Don't miss the next Bark at the Yard. It'll come on September 12. Ticket packages include the unique opportunity to bring your dog to the game versus the A's, plus an Orioles-themed doggy bow tie with a portion of the proceeds benefiting the Baltimore Humane Society. Get tickets at Orioles.com/bark. Orioles starter Kevin Gausman. So the Orioles have 2 on. Already 3 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Chris Davis has scored twice. He's walked both times. He's gotten on base. Now he gets an RBI chance, and the off-speed delivery will miss outside for a ball. Chance to add to a 7-2 lead. Beek being asked to put some innings in here in the middle. They've not had anybody else up in the bullpen. 1-0 delivery on the way, and a ground ball to first. Playable on the hop. Bowers, relay pitcher, and didn't find the bag. Could not find the bag. They had a chance for 2 on that. They will get the out at second on Trumbo. Schoop will go to third, and Davis is on.
Yeah, an opportunity to help himself out right here. Yeah, see the play by Bowers at first base. A quick snap throw, but a hair late, and then having to search for first base on the back end. There you see Bowers, a nice rhythm and good throw. Now wait just a hair for Beeks. He's not set up on the bag, and then he goes reaching back.
Kevin Cash taking a look to see if they want to challenge the call, and they do.
Pretty close.
I mean, it was close, but I guess what do you got to lose? Trying to get out of the inning. You got Danny Valencia coming up. So this will be a challenge by the manager. Phil Cuzzy, the crew chief, will come in from second, along with Adam Hamari, who made the call at first.
It is close.
And the age-old question: is there clear evidence the call was wrong?
No.
No.
Davis, even with his struggles, always hustling down the line, and fortunately there looks like he beats that one out.
Won't take long, and the call, it will stay. So the challenge does not overturn the call, and the inning will go on. Runners at first and third. Fielder's choice for Chris Davis. There are now 2 down, and that'll bring up Danny Valencia. Valencia has struck out, singled. He scored a run. Danny's got a 6-game hit streak going now, and again gets another shot against the lefty, against whom he had the base hit in the 4th inning. Jalen Beeks with 2 down, and tries to go the other way again and fouls it off. Orioles with the back-to-back home runs. Trey Mancini and Rickard got them in the 2nd inning. Orioles now with the 22 home runs this year against Tampa Bay. We were wondering if that's the most against any team by another team. Nope. The Cardinals have 26 home runs against Cincinnati, and Cleveland's got 25 against Detroit, and the Orioles have 22 against Tampa Bay.
Man,
it's a lot of home runs.
It sure is.
Cardinals haven't played all that well, but Cincinnati's played worse.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals have really banged the ball out against them.
Yeah, and it jumps there in that stadium in Cincinnati.
Oh, man. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way. That'll be down the line and right, heading to foul territory. Danny Valencia with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Danny gets another RBI chance with the runners at first and third. Bunch has done a good job in these situations. He's hitting over 260 with runners in scoring position this year, and nothing wrong with that. Way up at 89.
Now looking for some help in that regard. The Orioles struggle all year, like with runners in scoring position. It seemed like every night looking for just one big hit, trying to get this team going. But Valencia's been surprisingly consistent against both righties and lefties this season.
2-2 chopper will go to short. Damas will go to second base. Robertson there for the out. No runs on a couple of hits, no errors, and 2 are left on base. In youth baseball throughout the Maryland area. He's in the Arbutus Little League 10 years, established the Challenge Baseball program, which is for youngsters who have disabilities, and recently received the Oriole Advocate Award for his contribution in support of Challenger Baseball. Congratulations, Jeff, and on behalf of Jeff, the Orioles Charitable Foundation donating $2,500 to the Challenger League.
Yeah, very good. I know the Oriole Advocates always support that Challenger Baseball League, and boy, anytime you can get kids out on the baseball field, especially you know, special needs kids, they love the game as well.
Ball's going to be popped up on the first pitch. Crone, and that will be put away by Caleb Joseph. Pitch in and out here in the 6th inning. Gosman gets one in a hurry.
Yeah, he needs some quick outs.
Caleb behind the plate with a hot July, getting a lot of starts here. He'll get a day off tomorrow, I would expect, at least as a starter. It's been a long week of rain delays, hot weather, and he's been in for all of it.
Yeah, it's been tough, but nice to see his bat starting to come around. I mean, I think that's important, obviously, for his confidence.
Joey Wendell at the plate will take it for a ball. Wendell a base hit, and he is popped out. Robertson to follow. Orioles on top here with the big 4-run 4th inning, and 3 more in the 2nd. That'll be in the air to left. Trey Mancini. Well, the Orioles are proud to join Johns Hopkins, University of Maryland, other corporate leaders supporting Baltimore City's Youth Works program, providing as many as 12,000 summer jobs for youth in the city. To donate, go to BaltimoreCityFoundations.org. Choose Mayor's Office of Employment Development Youth Works. You can learn more at youthworks.oedworks.com. 2 down, nobody on. Robertson is hit into a double play, and he is walked. Pitch will be taken inside. Robertson still looking for his first hit here in this series. He's gone 0 for 4 in the ball games, despite the .280 average on the year against the Orioles. Gosman's pitch to him, good one down and away.
Good slider right there from Kevin Gosman. Robertson trying to do some damage The fastball, nice call by Joseph.
Orioles have had a 17-run ball game against the Rays. Last night, a 15-run ball game against the Rays. And here in this ball game, they've already put up 7. We were talking last night about the lopsided nature of a number of the games, even though the series is just 6-5 in favor of Tampa Bay in the year. 2-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be inside. We add the runs up here tonight. The Orioles have scored 64 runs against Tampa Bay on the year, and Tampa Bay has scored 70. Despite all those big scores the Orioles have put up. In the air to center, Adam Jones has to go back 360, reaching, can't get it. It'll take a hop off the wall. Robertson on his way to second base. He's got a 2-out stand-up double.
Well, that ball was covered right there. And one of the tougher plays for any center fielder in Major League Baseball. The one hit right at you, and this ball's jumping about 400 feet away. Adam Jones with the jumping attempt. It almost gets behind him a little bit. He's an inch from hitting that glove.
So they'll get a runner in scoring position. Number 14 in the 2-bag department for him. Smith, Malek Smith has singled. He has flied out. Smith scored a run in the second inning on a Sucre double. Kiermaier the home run in the third, the solo shot for the other run. There are 2 down, and the pitch will be taken away for a ball. Each team putting up some hits in this ball game. They both have 8. Kevin Gausman, the 1-0 delivery to Smith. He will swing through it at 93.
Good fastball right there. Yeah, Orioles rolling over a couple double plays, helping out Kevin Gausman for sure. Pretty efficient, tough 4th inning for Gausman, but boy, quick 10 inning or 10-pitch inning was great.
Kevin will get ahead on the count here, 1-2. Malek Smith, one of their hotter hitters, trying to get him in from second where Robertson is. Smith has hit over 360 here in the month of July. Obviously, at this point of the ball game, you still have a chance to chip away at the Oriole lead. You've got time to do that, but you can't let these kind of opportunities go by. And that's why Gausman wants no part of that and just get it done right here.
Absolutely, full advantage, so he can make the good pitches on the edge.
1-2 ground ball towards the middle. Beckham over. He's got a quick throw and got him. Play will come to the plate, but it won't matter here as they're going to catch him halfway. He is out of there. He was out at first base anyway, so eliminate all the rundown. That was just practice. It's a good try though. 7-2 O's. by T-Mobile.
Well, we talked earlier about the Orioles' 200 off-field hits. That's 5th in the American League, and they're up to the same tricks. Last night, 7 of their 15 hits came the opposite way. Tonight, Mancini going that way, Valencia going that way, Rickard with a big knock, a bases clearing double going the other way. And they got their plan down here recently, and the offense is heating up. A lot of hits over there in right field.
7-2 lead, Orioles on top. I think Kevin Cash would like to have had another managerial challenge on that play at first base, but he didn't have one. And there was some confusion there at the end, as I think he really wanted to ask the umpires for a crew chief review. I don't know if he ever officially did or not. It never happened. The play at first base was very close.
Yeah.
In any event, it's gone. And the pitch will be taken up high by Trey Mancini. Big night for Trey so far, with the home run, his 13th, 2 RBIs on that one, then a base hit and a run scored in the 4th inning. The left-hander Jalen Beeks has stayed on the mound. He has been touched up by the Orioles for 4 runs on 6 hits in the innings that he's worked. And there's another one hit hard, very deep. Was Wendell in left field. He had no chance to get to that, and a 3-for-3 ball game for Mancini.
Yeah, nice swing right there by Boom Boom. Really kind of showing everything he can do. And of course, the home run on a pitch that was a couple inches off the plate. This pitch elevated a little bit, and it is smoked. 107 miles an hour on a line off the bat. Of course, we showed that not going the other way.
So the Orioles leadoff man on again, bottom half of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Joey Rickard, his 6th home run, and a bases clearing double. 4 RBI ball game and 2 at bats. And Rickard will take the pitch down and away. Joey having himself quite a series here, both on the year and in these 3 games against his Tampa Bay team. His high lifetime hits is 4, and RBIs coming into this ball game, his RBI career high had been 3. He's already got 4.
Nice.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way, and he takes that one down the line. That's going to be trouble. That'll take a hop, go up off the top of the wall. Trey Mancini's going to be waved home. Relay throw coming to the plate by Adames is not in time. Touches the plate. Runner's going to go to third as the ball got away. Oh, Joey. A 5 RBI ball game, a double down the left field side.
Man, tough pitch here, down and in, and he gets himself some, whistling it down that left field line. And once again, Mancini just right off the bat, he is going. Great secondary and scoring all the way from first base. A risky play right there by Sucre, actually sliding in and getting a little close to blocking the plate.
So Joey Rickard's on again. The infield will be drawn in. Orioles now up 8-2. Caleb Joseph has an RBI base hit. Jalen Beeks' delivery will be taken up high.
Wow, some serious production from the bottom 3 tonight.
So Caleb gets another chance, and a real good one here with this infield in. He'll go off the fist and foul that one back. Joey Rickard now has had 2 5 RBI ball games this year against this Tampa Bay team. He did it on May 13. So it matches the career high. The RBIs in a ball game, 5. 1-1 delivery. That's going to be a bloop to center. That's going to be a base hit. The infield drawn in. Nobody had a chance. Caleb's got a 2 RBI game. He's 2 for 3, and the Orioles have a 9-2 lead.
My goodness. And the hits keep coming. You like it, take them any way you can get. And Caleb, a little jam shot with the drawn in infield, finding that outfield grass. You see Robertson give it chase right there. The frustration of an infielder. You see it float over the head. And get the stake on the end.
And here's Tim Beckham. Infield will back up. There's still nobody out. And the breaking ball in. Well, how about Mancini, Rickert, and Joseph? The bottom third of the order's gone 8 for 9. They have picked up 2 home runs, and they have driven in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runs. How about that? And a swing and a miss. They have all of it. All the RBIs have come from the bottom 3 of Mancini, Rickert, and Joseph.
Yeah, good stuff. You know, Adam Jones talked about that. Bottom of the lineup starts heating up and turn it over. Good things are going to happen.
So a 2-strike count on Beckham with a runner at first base. 11 hits on the board now for the Orioles. And the pitch will be taken up high. They will finally get some warm-up action going as Schultz will get up. Beeks just not able to find the outs.
Yeah.
And taking one for the team, but running out of gas. And the pitch down and in. Sucre able to block it.
Oh, he hasn't had an easy inning. I mean, he's been laboring through 3 innings he's been in here, and he's trying to find it. There's been some soft contact knocks. He's made some pretty good pitches, but boy, Oriole offense catching him at the wrong time.
Another big offensive attack here against the Rays pitching. 2-2 delivery on the way, and Beckham will keep it alive as he will foul that one off. So Stanek, the starter, 2 innings, the 3 runs on a couple of hits, 2 walks. Now Beeks has given up 6 runs on 9 hits in the 3 innings he's worked, 3+ innings. 2-ball, 2-strike delivery on the way, and will just miss inside. So a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Orioles pounding away, 4 for 6, runners in scoring position so far. Left-hander with a 3-2 on Beckham. And he'll walk him. So 3 walks he has surrendered. Runners at first and second. Orioles baseball on MASN brought to you by PNC. Make today the day. And by the University of Maryland Medical Center. Be a part of something. Gary Thorne and Mike Bordick with you here on a Saturday night. Orioles rolling along again with the offense continuing where they left off last night. 2 on, nobody out. Jonathan Schoop extended his hit streak, base hit, 5th inning. 11-game hit streak. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. 6 for 14 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs in these 3 games. Infield shifted on him. The pitch will be taken down low for a ball.
Good take right there. Well, that tells you he's locked in. I mean, some borderline pitches down at the bottom of the zone. Staying tall. He's trusting what his eyes are telling him. And keeping that bat back.
Jonathan has hit safely now in 21 of 22 games this month of July. 2-0 delivery to him, wrap foul into the screen.
Wow, take a picture of that. Trey Mancini actually smiling in there. It's
been a while.
Tough go, man. A lot of down faces for the Oriole offense.
2-1 delivery in the air to right. Smith. Runner will tag at second base. Throw will come in. Uh-oh, they got a runner off first, but will get back. Almost. Beckham thought Caleb was going to go, and he didn't. Got halfway down the line, but he gets back to first. MLB.TV is now available at a lower price, $82.99. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand. Your subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, live baseball, your favorite supported devices. Blackout restrictions apply. MLB.tv to take advantage of this special offer. Still only one away. Adam Jones 0 for 3 in the ball game. He's trying to extend a 7-game hit streak that he has going. First and second, 1 out. Orioles batting here in the 6th. Back into the screen again, foul. We don't even think about it anymore, but we've had at least 3 balls tonight that would have been hard hit into the seats if it hadn't been for the extending of the screens.
I know, you start, yeah. I mean, last night I was going to say something about that. It just seems like these bullets get hit over there and then they drop back down on the field.
That's going to be a base hit into left field. Adam Jones throws a hit parade here. Caleb Joseph, Beckham to third, throw coming into second. Not in time. A double and a 3-hit ball game is starting to pile up for everybody. Jones will get his first. So finally somebody at the top and middle of the order contributes an RBI.
Yeah, hanging breaking ball right there. Adam Jones seeing it well, staying tall. Wow, is there no leak forward? I mean, that's a beautiful swing right there by Adam Jones. Had a beautiful swing on a breaking ball. Home run in last night's ball game. Picking up an RBI there.
So Beeks is out of there and he got hit hard.
Regular oil changes are proven to keep your car on the road longer. Drive in today. Well, we have Jamie Schultz coming out of the Rays bullpen. 4.22 earned run average. Does have a win on the year. This will only be his 8th appearance. 18 punch-outs, though, in 10 2/3. He's got a power fastball, 92 to 98 with the heater. His secondary pitch is a curve. He likes that better than the slider. Does have it in his back pocket just in case. And no, we don't want to see Nicole.
Little grass problem over there they wanted to look at. If somebody gets caught a little hole over there, they're going to wait, I think, and do that between innings.
Oh.
Brown's crew will take care of that. Scared you, didn't it?
Oh,
you thought it was going to rain.
What?
Here is Mark Trumbo.
Maybe we should just take an hour delay just for old times.
Just for old times' sake. Just to finish the week out appropriately.
Right.
Let's have a non-rain delay. Sucre having a problem here with the mask, I think, so he's trying to get that taken care of. As they ran back there to try and find another mask for him. Well, the Orioles going to wrap up the series coming up tomorrow. Final four of the four-game set. And the last time the Rays will be playing here at Camden Yards this year. Dylan Bundy against somebody. Our coverage on Masson 2 begins at 12:30. O's Extra presented by Southwest. Game will be at 1. All the access you need right here on Masson. Jamie Schultz comes on. Mark Trumbo, base hit, 1 for 3, 2 in scoring position, and 1 out. Infield is back, and the pitch will be taken for a strike. Schultz, 27-year-old, trying to shut things down here. He's been up and down a number of times this year with a big club. Pitched mostly in the minors all of last year, all the way up from the Gulf Coast Rays to Charlotte AA to Durham AAA last season. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that will be in the outside corner as well. First major league experience for him coming this year. 14th round pick in the 2013 draft. Ranked number 12 in the Rays organization prospect wise. 0-2 delivery on the way. Trumbo will keep it alive as he fouls it back.
Yeah, Schultz the good arm, but at times he can lose his command. His opportunities here this year, his walk rate's up over 7 walks per 9 innings.
Oh, 2 the count. Beckham at third. Jones at second. 0-2 delivery on the way, stabbed by Sucre. That was close to going to the backstop.
Yeah, pretty good play right there. You better be ready as a catcher to have to anticipate a bad pitch to be able to handle these. He's looking for a fastball down the middle, and a nice backhand play right there. 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
1-2. He wants a strikeout right here. And Trumbo will foul it back again. Well, we continue to see the debut in the Orioles organizations of the players picked up in the 2 recent deals. In the Zach Britton trade, Josh Rogers, a left-hander, made his Norfolk debut tonight against the Mud Hens of Toledo. 7 innings, no runs, 3 hits for Josh Rogers, the left-hander for Norfolk. Nice start.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see a couple of pieces they got went right to AAA. Some young pieces as well. Pitching well there.
Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way. Ooh, looks like Sucre got crossed up on that one.
Yeah,
he's turning around talking to the umpires.
He's not very happy right now. He just took a foul ball from Trumbo. It looked like catching on the back of the catcher's mitt. He was bending his hand back, shaking his head. Those catchers take beatings every night.
Runners off second and third. Trumbo goes in the air. That'll get one in. Tiermeyer will make the catch. Beckham will tag. He'll score. Throw will come all the way into third base. Sac fly and an RBI for Trumbo. And the Orioles have an 11-2 lead.
A good piece of hitting right there. Driving the ball deep to right center field. Beckham able to come across the plate. He's been putting some runs on the board for the Orioles here lately, doing a great job in the leadoff spot. His 3rd walk in the ball game, coming around, put that 11th run on the board.
And credit Mark Trumbo with RBI number 29 on the year. Well, the Orioles keep finding ways to put more runs across. 8th Oriole to hit, Chris Davis, here in the 6th inning. 2 walks, 2 runs scored, and he is hit into a fielder's choice. And the pitch will be taken inside for a ball. Well, maybe some of this, all of these non-starters starting to catch up with the Rays. Last 2 nights have not been good. 1-0 count. They got to start another non-starter tomorrow. And the big problem now, and I mean it's a reason for it, is that it worked when they had some starters. They don't have starters anymore. They got one starter, Chris Archer. Blake Snell has got a left shoulder fatigue problem. Jake Faria has got the left oblique strain. They were the 3 starters they had. Now they're down to 1.
Right. It ain't easy.
2-0 delivery on the way, and that will be fouled the other way by Chris.
Yeah, not a lot of depth either. I mean, Beeks was asked to just keep throwing right there. Take one for the team. And a lot of crooked numbers against him.
He's charged already with 8 runs. 8 runs on 10 hits and 3 1/3 innings. 2 ball, 1 strike count, 2 down. Adam Jones on at second base. And Chris will swing through the 96 fastball.
That was quick cheese right there. 96. Probably his best fastball here in this inning. A little short arm here.
Two ball, 2 strike count. And Davis stays off it. They want to check at third, but home plate umpire didn't ask. Sucre is talking to him. Unless the rule's been changed, the rule was if asked, the umpire has to ask. If you have a home plate umpire, catcher says, I want to check on that with a base umpire, you have to do it. Umpires don't like that. That's fair ball. And Bars will make the play, but the Orioles get it done again. Another big inning, 4 runs. Trey Mancini on his bobblehead night. Adam hoping for a little of that good stuff to run off. You better believe it, baby. I'm 3 for 3 with a homer. One of those stats I find little of value, but everybody wants to use them, so there it is.
Well, I'll tell you what, when a pitcher throws a quality start, especially around here, it means you're keeping your team in the ball game. Bundy, Cashner, Gosman, they all have 10 quality starts on the year, and the Orioles have done a really nice job. You just wonder if the Oriole offense had heated up a little sooner in the season, where their record may be. But they are what they are right now, and now it's just a matter of continuing the roll. Gosman having a strong second half, Cobb have a strong second half, and keep this offense consistent.
Well, whatever you want to call it, this is a good start. As Kevin Gosman getting it done. Jesus Sucre. He's had a double, a single, an RBI run scored. They need base runners. They go to the 7th inning with the Orioles on top, 11-2. Jalen Beeks, what a tough night. 3 1/3 innings, 8 runs, 10 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout in relief. 0-1 delivery. We'll go to second. Scope, nice stop. Has time and knew it and gets the out.
Yeah, beautiful play right there by Jonathan Scope. He has been playing some very solid defense for the Orioles. And this time a hard hit ground ball, getting a good angle and getting nice and low here on this dive attempt, actually catching it behind him. This ball coming off hot. That's a little worm burner right there, and Scope with the great glove position, keeping it open and down and making it look pretty darn easy, helping Kevin Gausman out.
So a good quick out for Kevin, working here in the 7th. Pitch will be taken inside. Adames at the plate. 1-0 delivery with one away. That'll miss outside. Number 9 hitter is struck out. 2 of the 4 Ks Kevin has in the ball game have come against Willy Adames. .2-0 pitch on the way, and that will miss down low. Adames, known as a really good glove infielder. He has had very high rankings. He was ranked the best defensive infielder in the Rays organization 4 consecutive years.
Nice.
3-0 pitch, and that'll be a strike in the inside corner. He's getting the start at short as he begins his major league career this year. First time at the majors. 22 years old. 3-1.
Healthy 3-1 count there. Let's see if Gausman attacks him with the slider. Both the strikeouts. His first 2 ABs. Swinging over the Gausman slider.
Mike Wright Jr. in the bullpen. 3-2 delivery on the way. Up the middle. That'll be a base hit. So a 1-out single here in the 7th inning. Now let's take a look at this date in baseball history in our Major League Notebook. It is brought to you by University of Maryland University College. In 01, it was the Oriole outfielder Melvin Mora and his wife, Mora's wife actually, Giselle. They gave birth to quintuplets, sports fans. It was 3 boys, 2 girls. They all did well, 2.5. Just think that was 01. How big those kids are now. And in '63, Dick Ellsworth struck out Cardinals lefty Stan Musial 3 times, 5-1 win. How about this? Only time in Stan the Man's career he whiffed 3 times in a game in 22 years, over 3,000 games.
Wow.
Only time. And Dick Ellsworth, who was an outstanding pitcher, got Stan the Man on 3 Ks in a game.
Oh,
that's
amazing.
In this day and age, that really unfathomable.
Yeah, mind-boggling.
Kevin Kiermaier's had a home run and a base hit, 2 for 3. 4 dingers and a swing and a miss. Stan, one of the all-time greats, Cardinal players, 24-time All-Star, World Series champions with the Cardinals 3 times, the National League MVP 3 times, and his number, of course, retired. And Stan, one of the great harmonica players of all time, used to do "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and the national anthem at the Hall of Fame activities in Cooperstown and in St. Louis during ball games.
Wow.
0-2 count. Oh, 2, 1 away. Runner on at first base. Tampa Bay continues to get runners on. They just haven't been able to do anything with it. And Kevin Gausman's done a great job of shutting down innings where they've had people on base. And the Rays have 9 hits in the ball game. The Orioles have 12, but the run differential is 9.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some big double play balls rolled over by this Oriole defense.
Gausman with a 1-2 delivery on the way. 21,526, 2-1, 526 the announced attendance here at the ballpark. Kevin worked the 9 innings against Oakland. That was back in May. Fouled away. Interesting. Buck Showalter was talking a bit the other day, kind of in a side comment about they are watching the number of pitches and innings being thrown by pitchers they think are going to be back here in part of the rotation. Cobb, Gausman, Cashner. But they're not going to extend them out any further than they have to, and they will keep an eye on how far they are over what their career highs have been should they reach that mark. 2-2 delivery on the way and a wild cut.
A nice pitch there. Nice call by Caleb Joseph. You start the slider on the plate, really the key to this. And Kiermaier trying to gear up for the fastball and see the weight out in front. Well executed there. Big punch out for Gausman.
Kevin with a strikeout. Now a runner at first base, and there are 2 down. And here's Duffy with a base hit, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Matt Duffy goes after it to right field. Joey Rickards right there. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark with the Orioles on top 11-2.
Mancini bobblehead night, and you knew he wasn't going to disappoint. He blasted one in the 2nd inning, a 2-run shot. Andrew Kashner loved the run support last night, loves it tonight. How about Joey Rickard finding the seats as well? Rickard some serious numbers against the Rays this year, and the Oriole offense is on fire.
Kevin Gausman, a great job on the mound protecting the lead. He is done for the night. Look Showalter over, an outstanding job. A chance for Kevin to get a win would be number 5. And back here, 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. Want to remind you now, tomorrow day game, it'll be at 1 o'clock, and the first 25,000 fans 15 and over, says so right here, are going to receive a Birdland Summer Garden gnome.
Yeah, I wonder what his gnome is. I mean, oh, I should have known.
You should have known better than that.
I should have known much better.
Oh my!
He's a cute little fella, though, isn't he?
Yeah, this is too. That's very nice. I like the shirt. Yeah, it's nice.
I like him.
Why would you put that in the garden? I've always wondered, why do you have garden gnomes? Just for decoration? Is there a history to garden gnomes or something?
We're going to have to look that up.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
And is this the Buck Showalter gnome in disguise? Could it possibly be?
A lot of people have been asking that question. I think those who come tomorrow and get it are going to have to investigate that as well, because there is some semblance of the skipper involved in that. Hey, look, this has been a very long week, folks. We've had a lot of rain delays. We've done radio talk shows on TV. But you know that.
And the hits keep coming.
And the ball will go down the line in right field. Danny Valencia. Valencia, the only Oriole not to bat in the 6th inning, but he's certainly done the number tonight. Danny's been out with a base hit, a run scored, 1 for 3. He now has a 6-game hit streak. Kevin Gausman out of the ball game. The benefactor of these 11 runs put up by the Orioles.
Yeah, I think it helps pitchers obviously to settle in a little bit. It's been a battle for them trying to hold down an opposing offense, but when your offense comes out firing, putting up some crooked number of innings, that makes a starter feel pretty darn good.
Schultz working, came on in the last inning, trying to find a way to hold the Orioles down. Came on to get the final 2 outs in the last half inning for the Orioles. Valencia to be followed by Mancini and Rickard. Due up here on this Saturday night. The 11 runs scored in this one and the 15 last night. 26 2-ball games. Schultz will make the play himself. One away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Orioles baseball on MASN, brought to you by Ocean City. No end to the fun you'll have at Ocean City, so plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. And by Visit Annapolis. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org. So Trey Mancini wants to have a bobblehead night every night. 2-run homer his first time up, 2nd inning, number 13. Single run scored in the 4th inning. Single run scored in the 6th. On delivery on the way. We believe in our quick checks here by our great research people that the last time the Orioles had this many runs, you got to go back to 2006. They scored 27 runs in 2 games against the Cleveland Indians. That was 2006. They have 26 so far in 2 games, the last 2 games against the Rays. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way. In the middle, he's done it again. A 4-for-4 ball game for Trey Mancini.
Nicely done. Boom, boom. Using the whole field. Making the base hit up the middle this time. A hanging breaking ball there. 4 knocks.
First career 4-hit game.
Really?
That's the way to come out of it.
All right.
So Trey Mancini on.
Yeah.
Orioles haven't had many of those. Looking here, what Mark Trumbo had a 4-hit ball game earlier, and Danny Valencia a 4-hit ball game. They're the only other 2. And a swing and a miss. Rickard would like to join the group. He's already got 3. Career high, matching 5 RBIs. Solo home run, 2nd inning, back-to-back with Mancini. Bases clearing, bases loaded double. That one's going to go in the air. Wow.
Jeez.
Smith looked like he was treading water there trying to find that ball, but he did. And Rickard is retired for the first time.
Now Rickard going for the cycle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
May
One
not
more
get
AB.
another chance. Caleb Joseph, big contributions tonight. Couple of singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. 2 down, runner at first base. Pitch again snagged as it was on its way by. Caleb's got his 8th multi-hit game of the season. He has had 1 3-hit ball game. He's got 2 in this one. 1-0 Souvenir back upstairs, and a 1-ball 1-strike count. Ryan Stanek started the ball game, an opener with the 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 innings. Beeks came on, 8 runs, 10 hits, 3 1/3. Now Schultz came on in the last half inning. 1-1, and that is there for a strike.
Yeah, Rickard wasn't going for the cycle. They gave him a double on that.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he advanced when Mancini was trying to.
Yep.
Or scoring for him.
So he's got 2 doubles and a home run.
Yeah.
Sad, but
Yeah.
true. The 1-2 delivery on the way. 13 hits on the board for the Orioles. Mike Wright Jr. is ready to go to work. Gausman with the 7 innings, 2 runs, 9 hits. Smith will come over, but no play. That's back up in the seats.
You like the fact Gausman getting deeper in the ball games. His last 3 outings cut a little short. Of course, that last start he had dealing with some rain issues, a couple rain delays set him back. Only going the 4 2/3. So nice to see him eat up some innings. Save the bullpen.
1 ball, 2 strike delivery way up high. Orioles batting bottom of the 7th. The big lead and another base hit. Caleb's on. Turn will be made. Mancini's going to go to third. And a 3-hit ball game for Caleb Joseph. 3 singles, 3 for 4.
My gosh, I can't believe how many hits these guys are getting at the bottom. Caleb Joseph staying red hot here through the month of July. Trey Mancini's going to need a cold tank after this ball game. Running the bases all night long. Caleb staying hard to the middle. And a clean single there.
So the bottom third's now 10 for 12.
Man.
Mancini, Rickert, and Joseph. Amazing. Tim Beckham. Tim would like to join the group here. He's been involved with 3 walks and a run scored, but officially is 0 for 1 at the plate in the ball game.
Beckham a couple big hits in last night's ball game.
He and Chris Davis the only regulars without hits so far, but they both have contributed offensively and runs scored. Chris Davis got on with a couple of walks and scored both times.
Yeah, nice to see more walks on the board than strikeouts for the Orioles.
Yeah. This has got to be a ball game where perhaps the fewest strikeouts they've had all year. They've only struck out twice. Here's the 0-2 delivery on the way, and it goes after 1 up high. Make that 3. So that will do it here in the 7th inning. No runs, couple of hits, 2 are left on base. We go to the 8th with the Orioles up 11-2.
Had some problems early on with just a command falling behind hitters, but came up with some big pitches when he needed. A lot of the punch outs on the breaking ball there. Good finish on that slider. 5 Ks for Gausman tonight. The 2 runs on the board. 7 strong innings, though, 106 pitches thrown, and he's going to give way to the O's bullpen. One of the hotter arms out of the O's pen, Mike Wright Jr. His 29th appearance, couple wins with a 4.58 earned run average, 47 punch-outs in his 55 innings of work. Opponents hitting .311, but that number seems to continue to come down. It was a slow start for the year for Mike Wright Jr., but boy, has he been pitching good. A solid month of July. Fastball velocity up in the mid to high 90s, and that velocity's carried over to his secondary pitches as well.
So he'll go to work here as the Rays will have the middle of the order. Jake Bauers hitting third. 0 for 2 and a walk in the ball game. 0-1 count. Wright coming right at him, gets a 1 hopper, fortunately over his shoulder, and right to Beckham. 1 down in the 8th inning. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. You may not have known there was a how fast can you eat a French fry contest in the stands tonight, and those two tied for first. Well, actually, she's ahead now. 1 away. Strike taken. C.J. Cron, and 0 for 3. He's 0 for 7 in the first 2 games there. DH. Wright working in his 6th game against the Rays this year. 3 runs, 7 hits in 7 1/3. He's got no record against them, not this year and not in his career. All the appearances out of the bullpen. 1-1 delivery on the way. Well, we are happy to report that our research analyst Mike the Genius tracked down the history of the gnomes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't kid you.
And what do you know about them?
What do I know?
I mean, excuse me, what do you know about them?
Well, here's what I know. According to Mike. Scope. Gnomes originated in Germany a long way back. They were generally 2 or 3 feet high. They were in gardens for decoration purposes, largely with those of substantial means. Then in 1937, Walt Disney produced a movie called Snow White and the 7
Gnomes?
could have been gnomes, but they were dwarfs.
Oh.
And as a result of that movie, gnomes became popular worldwide and were reduced in size and sold to put in gardens based on the 37 Snow White and the 7 dwarfs.
Huh. Who would have known?
I'm going to kill you.
I gotta. We gotta move
You know
on,
what I mean?
man.
I'm going to kill you. Just a statement of fact.
Well, thank you for that. And now we all.
And now.
I'm not even gonna say it.
1-0 count with 2 down. Is that your shot, Mike, that you're shooting the pitcher right now? No. Okay. I was just going to say, next time you get a shot, just waggle the camera so we'll know that you're the one who did that, who came up with all that info. That ball's going to be popped up. Jonathan Scope. And a 9-pitch inning. More important, though, is the fact that information has been gained that otherwise would not have been known. And no one cares more about that than her. as was true last night late in the ball game.
Now Rays going back to the bullpen. Jose Alvarado in. Got a win on the year. 2.57 earned run average. Got the 44 punch-outs and 42 innings of work. Command an issue with the 22 walks, but boy, does he have a big arm. Rushed it up there at 95 and 99 miles an hour with some good two-seam movement. He's holding the opponents down to just 204. Boy, righties only 172. Surprising. Lefties up to 264. Likes to get the bulk of his outs on the ground. 57%. Very good rate.
Alvarado worked last Wednesday against the Yankees coming out of the bullpen. And we'll see what he can do here with that big fastball against the Orioles, trying to get a quick inning out of the way. And Alvarado will be working to Jonathan Schoop. Jonathan, a base hit. Came in the 5th inning, extending his hit streak to 11 games. He's had a 1 for 4. 5 consecutive games with a home run. That may conclude here. We'll see, as this will probably be his final at bat in the ball game. Jones and then Trumbo will be due up. Orioles trying to even the series on the year against the Rays at 6 apiece. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. David Hess getting ready to work for the Orioles. Called up a couple of days ago again for the O's. Oh, maybe it won't end. Way back in left field at the wall. And it is caught. He got robbed. Joey Wendell goes back and robs him of what looked like it was going to be a home run. Up to the top of the wall to get it.
Wow, what a play by Wendell. Go back to second base, huh? Jonathan Schoop getting in this one, and sure enough, he went over the top to pull that one back. Look at the glove. A nice play right there. Good concentration by Wendell. Unfortunately, Jonathan Schoop's streak, home run streak, ends at 5.
Wow. Andrew Kashner ready to celebrate it. That would have been a new record for consecutive home runs by a second baseman in Major League history. Would have been 6. Pitch will be taken up high for a ball. Guess you better go to the weight room, huh? Oh, yep. That's all you can do. Just kind of lean over the rail. Ball up the middle into the shift. Shortstop over. Play made. And Jace Peterson out of there as he was on for Adam Jones. 2 down. Well, that's about as close to Major League history as you can get and not get it. Wow.
Boy, I must have got it off the label.
2 down. Here is Mike Trumbo, and he will take the pitch for a strike. Trumbo, an RBI sac fly, base hit. 1 for 3 officially at the plate, 2 for 10 so far in the first 3 games of this series. Orioles with a victory here. They'll have a chance to win a series. That could be a base hit. It is. He touched it. Fair ball. So an infield single, and Trumbo's got a couple of hits in the ball game. Arguing here as to whether or not he touched it. Home plate umpire immediately signaled. Jim Hoy signaled that he did.
Yeah, take a look here. Oh, he whiffed it, didn't he? He stuck that glove down and
wow.
Tough to say.
Now remember, there's no challenge here, managerial challenge, because the Rays have already used it and had the challenge denied.
Trumbo will take that knock.
So Alvarado arguing I never touched the ball and it should have been fouled. So the Orioles will pick up the base hit. And with 2 down here in the 8th inning, 1 on, and Chris Davis officially 0 for 2, but he's had 2 walks and 2 runs scored in the ball game. And the pitch will be taken down low for a ball. So last night 15 runs, 15 hits. Tonight 11 runs, 15 hits. 1-0 delivery on the way, and Chris will take the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Alvarado with a 1 ball, 1 strike delivery over the top, will miss outside with it.
He gets some good movement. He gets right over the top. And at times that two-seam fastball just takes off. And last pitch, a little cut action away. He can run it in on the hands.
And Chris Davis going after one. Just really down in the strike zone, if in the zone, and the count goes to 2-2. Two down, runner off first base not being held. 2-2 delivery in the air, left center. Kiermaier. He's got it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Orioles 3 outs away from getting victory number 31. Masson brought to you by Southwest. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Gary Thorne and Mike Bordick as the Orioles looking to wrap this one up. They've got the 11-2 lead. Going to make it 2 in a row. Rickards going to come on to is going to play in center field, and Peterson stays on to play in right.
And David Hessel coming in out of the Oriole bullpen. 11th game now. He has made 9 starts, and you see the 2 wins he's got, both coming against the Rays, and he threw a couple gems against the Rays, pitching to a 2.13 earned run average. Good fastball. He's got a power cutter. 282 opponent average in his time here at the major league level, but the only problem, 11 home runs in his start, so he was getting roughed up a little bit. Just recently called back up.
So David Hess will go to work. Robertson will face him, and Robertson will take the pitch, and it'll be in there for a strike. Robertson with a double, a walk, and is hit into a double play. Gausman will get the win. He will be 5-8 on the year, 2-1 on the year against the Rays. Popped up and over the screen. Well, Zach Britton has already been booed in New York. He walked a batter in an inning pitched, 2 walks, a run, 2 hits. He walked in the lead run in the 7th inning. Kansas City's up 4-3 now in the top of the 8th, and they booed him. It didn't take long. Kansas City won the opener against the Yankees today. They had a split doubleheader, 10-5. 1 ball, 2 strike count. So close.
Wow, that's a good fastball right there. That's where you want to stick it. Four-seamer. Just off that inside corner. That's a good miss.
Ooh. Not quite sure he's shaking that left hand.
A little backup slider. Caleb wanting it down and away. And see, just trying to throw it a little too hard. Came out of his delivery. And it catches Robertson right off the top of that bottom hand.
So Robertson goes down. Hopefully all right. Here's Malik Smith. He has picked up a base hit, scored a run, 1 for 3. Runs came early for Tampa Bay, and there weren't many of them. Second inning, RBI double Sucre and the home run by Kiermaier in the third. That's it. Kevin Gausman, right, shutting him down the rest of the way. One-0 delivery on the way, and that's going to be a high strike call. 1-1. Orioles have spread them out in big innings. 3 runs in the second inning, 4 runs in the fourth inning, 4 more in the sixth inning. So 3 big innings.
Yeah, you like those big crooked number innings. I mean, that's what the Orioles are all about. Some damage.
Stanek will take the loss in the ball game. The starter, 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 innings. He will be 1-3 on the year. And Buck Showalter's bullpen all set for the final game tomorrow, with the day off Monday. You've got everybody available they would want for game number 4. And the 1-2 delivery is wailed at. Hess gets the strikeout, and we'll take a look at our 4th drive of the game.
How about Boom Boom Mancini on bobblehead night? He launches one. Great plate coverage. That pitch inside off the plate, about 97 miles an hour. Majestic 35-degree launch angle. Mancini doing some damage on bobblehead day.
Hurry to your local Ford dealers for great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. Foul back again, right off the mask. Caleb Joseph. Sucre has had a couple of hits, double, single, RBI, grounded out. Could easily have had 3 hits. Jonathan Scope made a nice play on him his last time up and robbed him of a base hit.
Yeah, Scope's made some gems out there tonight quietly. You know, such a quiet defender, nothing extremely fancy, but laid out to take one away from Sucre, and he's made a couple backhand plays over on the shortstop side. Yeah, pretty nice, and it's always nice to see Jonathan Soap cutting it loose with that big arm.
1 ball, 1 strike count with 1 down. Hess trying to wrap it up. Mike Wright Jr. worked an inning. 0s across. And the 1-1 put him in the air towards center. Rickard. 2 down, 9th inning. So 1 more out to work with for the Rays. Willie Adames, shortstop, base hit, 2 strikeouts in the ball game. 2 down, runner at first, and the big cut as he falls over the plate on a monster swing.
Good fastball from Hess, 94 miles an hour. A lot of these Rays hitters get some healthy cuts.
0-1 delivery from Hess will be a breaking ball that'll miss outside. And a 1 ball, 1 strike count. The good luck charm tonight. Adam Jones has not let go. Trey Mancini bobblehead. 1-1 delivery on the way in the air. Should be the ball game. Scope backing up. Rickert coming in. Scope's there and puts it away. And the Orioles come away with the victory. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on. 2 in a row for the Orioles. They now have a chance to win their 5th series here at home this year with the win tomorrow. They're 4-11-2 in home series on the year. Final 11-2.